Hello and welcome to our Digimon World Dawn playthrough. We're going to kick things right off by booting the game. We're going to be starting a new game today. It's been a long while since I played this game. Originally played it on the DS and never quite finished it, but I remember it being quite a grind. So we're going to see how far this run goes. Let's see what we've got here. Balance pack, attack pack. Oh, we don't want to do that. We want to look at them before we choose them. The balance pack has Rise Greymon, Coronamon, and Angelomon. Coronamon quite unfortunately named in 2021. Growlmon and Mega Seadramon, Adramon and Sinduramon. Oh dear. Repamon, Coronamon, and Karatanmon. See, I remember Sinduramon from like season 3 of the anime, but I personally like Mega Seadramon the most. I like my sea serpents. I'm sure there's something to be said for choosing the balance pack since it has two ultimates like Rise Greymon and Angelomon, but we're gonna choose this one. We're gonna play favorites, and I also know what happens in the early part of the plot. I feel like it needs a suitably fiery name. Pyro, always a solid name. Also gets us away from any references to dubious diseases. Growlmon. So we're going to call Growlmon Hazard, which is based on the digital hazard markings that it has all over its body, which is only something that I know because I spent far too much time on the Digimon wiki. That is totally a thing. And I feel like it's a nice kind of form of symmetry if we have Hydro and Pyro, like nice little naming pair there. And away we go into a playthrough of Digimon World Dawn. I need to make sure I've got the screens the right way around. It's a bit too small for you all, isn't it? Let's just change that. It should work better for you. There you go. I'm glad that I set two versions of that OBS layout up before I started. So today is the normal tournament, and it started already. It's the match between Light Fang and our enemies, Night Crow. So in this version of the game, we're part of Team Light Fang. And in the counterpart, Digimon World Dusk, you're a member of Night Crow. So they're doing the same thing as the Pokemon series, where you have two versions, and there are some version exclusives. But I think they also have some slight effects on the plot as well. We'll see like NPCs that kind of mirror each other in the Digimons that they use and such. You're always this way, really, Chris? Take being a Light Fang more seriously. The Night Crow will laugh at you. Oh no. Well, let's hurry up and go. Let's move. And of course, it wouldn't be a Digimon game if the protagonist wasn't wearing goggles. The Group A champ has already been decided. It's a Night Crow called Sayo. Sayo? You'd better win no matter what. Take that Night Crow Newton and crush him. Go Monodramon. You can beat Kokuamon. Well, I like both Monodramon and Kokuamon. There's going to be a lot of exposition while we get through this early portion of the game. What? Hey! Something has happened. An event has occurred. Kokuamon emerges victorious. Well done, Kokuamon. Oh no. 2 straight losses for Light Fang. That's going to put all the pressure on us now, isn't it? Alright. Chief Glare is waiting for you. Let's move. So here we are in the Digimon roster. Go in and see the stats. This is only going to be slightly confusing. I'm just going to have a quick nose in here to see what's what. Mega Seadramon. Giga Seadramon. That's an interesting thing to see. If we look there, it requires that you have had Giga Seadramon before you get Giga Seadramon. Maybe that it's going to involve needing you to DNA Digivolve. Oh, go on. Let's have a look at Growlmon too. I can imagine what this Digivolves into though. Probably War Growlmon and maybe Doru Greymon. Oh, just War Growlmon and Black War Growlmon. Well, that's fine. Triceramon there, and then Gigimon has no branching Digivolutions. It seems fine. Even when Draven rookies can beat champions, I feel like we beat them depending on the tamer. Oh, these are the spectator seats. Right, so there's no run button here. So I think this is the waiting room? Kurosarimon says no. Can't let you go through here. From this point on, it's the waiting room for the contestants. The Night Crow waiting room for the Night Crow. Ah, so are we on the other side then? I bet we are, yes. We're over here. Everyone's waiting. And of course we have Glare, the leader, and their Orphanimon. That's right. Be careful and stay calm. Whitefang currently has 2 straight losses. Nightcrawler only needs 1 more to win the whole thing. We need you to stop that from happening. I'm sure you can do it. I mean, I'm adequately confident. We can't afford another loss, but Chris, if you fight carefully, I'm sure you can win. You can win 3 in a row and be Group B champion. I'm sorry, Chief Glare. Orphanimon. Oh no. Ondramon hit Gakuamon with a lethal blow. I should have won that. Well, if you weren't fighting with rookies, you might have a better chance. I know if they were fully Digivolved, my money would definitely be on Monodramon. Finding the Digivolves all the way up into Justamon. Who are you to talk? Who's the one that lost so easily to the Night Crow? Even you, Kamachi. I never thought I would lose to Newton. Darn, I didn't even want to think about that. Lightfang should still be proud. Tonpei, Cheetah, all of you fought well. You all fought so well that it's hard to believe your ranks are still novice. Nonetheless of the outcome, your teamwork with the Digimon was pretty good. And Chris, we still have you, so am I the ace then. With my 1 rookie, 1 champion, and 1 Ultimus. Good luck, don't get hurt. We're counting on you. Well, I guess I better go and save the day then. Get over here. Who do you think he is? Scorpion? I'll defeat you and win 3 in a row. And then he'll be the Group B champion. So they think. What a jerk. How frustrating. Newton's a loser. We can take him. We just gotta make him lose. Use the fight command of your Digimon partner to attack. Be sure to keep an eye on your Digimon's remaining MP and expended MP. So we're going to see if this guy makes it to the finals or not. So we're not even like playing for stakes, we're literally just like playing to see whether or not this guy gets through. I mean, this feels quite harsh, right? Like it's 3 against 1, he's tremendously outclassed. Alright. So the battle system here is, it involves selecting from this 5-space battle arena, and enemies get placed on there. And then your attacks, you can see on this layout here, they hit an amount of locations. Usually it's 1, but when you get better attacks, you'll start going to adjacent locations or more interesting patterns like that. So what have I got here? A lot of single hit, single target moves. Nothing super interesting then. Let's just find the most damaging attack, which is Holy Shoot. Well, boost tackle for a whole single point of damage. I mean, sure, let's demonstrate a multi-area attack, right? Lightning Javelin hits the center and the 2 sides, looks suitably pretty. And we earn some machine experience. And nothing bad could possibly come from this. Newton is defeated by Chris of Light Fang. GG. Good job, take that Night Crow. Darn. There are stronger Night Crow than me. See you later. I mean, I'm sure there are stronger Night Crow than you. We already name-dropped Sayo, who I believe is the default name for the player character in Digimon World Dusk. Even though the game was called Digimon Story in Japan, but they decided to dub it Digimon World instead, just so it would be at least more familiar to the Western market. The irony, of course, is that the majority of the games they made since this have been Digimon Story games. Second match for Chris, let's go. Let's see if it's going to be more challenging than just one random rookie. So we have Gabumon and Mame Taramon. Oh, that's interesting. I think Mame Taramon is a ultimate, I want to say. A lightning javelin won't hit anything, but you can just use normal blade and take down one of these. That seems positive. Just throw out more attacks. There goes Gabumon, just gonna leave Mame Taramon. Blazing Power, which I guess increases their attack stat. Seems fine. Like, again, it means they're not doing damage to me, which is great. And we'll go for another Holy Shoot. Kaboom. Ooh, actually tanked that fairly well. Let's see how they fare against Mame. Oh, against Mega Seadramon. Mame Seadramon. Imagine that. Like a tiny, tiny Seadramon with a smiley face. Because all Mame Digimon have smiley faces and are tiny. Normal blade. Stab, stabbity, stab, stab, stab. This is just very straightforward. Small breath. Just like a light exhale. Just breathing on them. Man. Chris, the winner of Light Fang. In the Group B of the normal tournament, Punch of the Night Crow is defeated by Chris of Light Fang. That's 2 for 2 for Chris. Alright. 2 straight wins. It all feels kind of artificial. Like it's hard to be hyped when things are just this easy. Guts. Your winning streak stops now. I'm the star of Night Crow and a future platinum Tainer. You can't beat the super cool me. Oh man, is this the end? Is that playthrough gonna end so soon? Tension. It's unbearable. Use items to restore HP. If you use many attacks, then use them to restore MP. Well, I remember this game being a bit of a stickler for MP, because there's no generic attack command that you can use without consuming MP. So yeah, it may become an issue, we'll just see how it goes. Might try and focus on Digimon that have got like MP restoring traits or cost reduction traits. So there's that Pile Volcamon, Golemon, and Mushroomon. I guess we'll just take them out from like weakest to strongest, just to thin their ranks. I'm not even sure that's necessary though. Ooh, that's a nice critical hit. Big Bang Tackle. 3 in a row AoE. I have no idea what the spirit stat does, but like, that did a worryingly large amount of damage to my starter Digimon, as it were, little Corona. Well, let's try and take down Mushroomon. No. Okay. I guess we can't really rely on Coronamon for much at this point, since it hasn't been Digivolved. We'll see how far that goes. Just throw out some more attacks. Let's get rid of Golemon. Oh no, I didn't get rid of it. Alright, let's try and get rid of Mushroomon. And this is probably going to be the turn where Coronamon bites it, if it does another Big Bang Tackle. Winning Punch. Which, yep, there goes little Coronamon. Well, it's a shame, but I'm not that worried. But then it's hard to be. Fire Breath. And this is just a matter of attrition, wearing it down, before we can continue with the oh so important plot. Do you find these games kind of interesting because they have like what seems to be a far larger roster and a far more varied roster than other Digimon games? I think part of it is just down to the pixel-based graphics not requiring as much resource to make, whereas the 3D Digimon games obviously require a lot more work because you have to make a 3D model and you have to rig it and animate it, and that takes so much more time. So it's kind of the reason why the PS4 Digimon games, for example, only have rosters of kind of between 250 and maybe 300 tops. And even then, when you look at them, you kind of know they're reusing art that's there, which is smart. Like, you don't need to reinvent the wheel or anything when using the same Digimon, the same generation of technology. But still, it's a shame that you don't get to see the same variety of Digimon in the more recent games. Right, let's go! You fought well. It was a good match, said Ophanimon. Is that Ophanimon as well? Shouldn't it be Orphanimon? Kind of there are character limits on all the Digimon's names, which is why like a lot of Digimon that have got modes or common abbreviations get contracted. I'm sure you can be tournament champ. Yeah, like Chaos Gallantmon because Ka Gallantmon. Hello, Lightfang. You sure about that? The Nightco aren't so weak. I mean, doubt. Well, if it isn't Chief Julia and Chaos Gallantmon of Nightcrow, Chief Glare and Ophanimon. So these are obviously the two faction leaders with their two equivalent Mega level Digimon. Sayo, the champion of Group A, is doing well. So that's obviously going to be who we have to fight. Ah, it is girl with goggles and purple hair. Very anime. And we can't see their Digimon following them behind them. The next match is the final match of the normal tournaments. We look forward to a good battle. Fight to the best of your ability as a proud tamer. Sayo was strong. When you're ready to go to the waiting room. Well, I don't think they're going to let me do anything other than progress the plot at this stage, so let's just, I guess let's say hi to some people. Ahead is the waiting room, only for Lightfang. Say hi to Dracmon. All in all, Nightcrow's the best, especially. Sayo was cute. Oh dear. Someone needs to put Dracmon in horny jail. Be careful of Group A. Don't drop your guard, Susanoo-mon. Flarizamon. Thank you for the words of encouragement. My partner is no good, doesn't have a Farm Island yet. Oh no. I mean, I don't think I have a Farm Island either, so I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut. And go in here. Sayo of Nightcrow sure looks strong, but you can beat them. Good luck, Chris. Well, let's just head right on in. Are you ready to go to the battle stage? I sure am. Alright then, good luck. You have to win. Go, give it your all. Let's get some momentum with a win in the normal tournament. Lightfang will win the bronze tournament tomorrow. Chris of Lightfang, let's go. The final match in the normal tournament, the Group A champ is Sayo of Nightcrow. Group B champ is Chris of Lightfang. Both have gotten to this point with ease. This will be an interesting matchup. Who will be the winner? Who will be the winner indeed? I don't remember if this is like a forced loss or not. Like if you have to lose for narrative purposes. What have we got here? Lillamon, Macgalgamon, and Lunamon. Okay, they have two ultimates. That is worrying. And again, it's a pattern that doesn't allow me to make use of yeah, it doesn't let me make use of Mega Seedramon's AoE. That is a cause for concern. We're just gonna kind of gank Lunamon just to get it out of here. Boost on, which increases something. Speed up. Okay. Lillamon is gonna use Lilla Shower. Oh, which is a 2-target AoE. Oh gosh. Attacked. It's a 2-hit, 2-target AoE. Oh god. I don't like my odds here. I think this is gonna be the end of my career already. That's quite worrisome. Gosh, we can't even get one kill. Woe is me. There's one down, which I guess is like equivalent exchange, but still. Boost on. Oh gosh, they're boosting the stats of Lillamon. I mean, if it's got a 2-hit AoE, then it's probably going to be quite a powerhouse. Right, Power Blaster. Oh, another AoE effect. Kind of makes me wish I changed my formation, but yeah. Oh no, we missed. I guess speed is likely to increase evasion, isn't it? Oh, okay. This is worrying. Spirit down. Still don't know what Spirit really does as a stat, but I think this is one I'm losing. That's quite a shame. I didn't get a game over for losing this. It feels kind of like a forced loss. Like they definitely have higher level than I am. Well, I mean you can see it on the screen, right? We're 20, 35, 35. They are 38 on Lillamon. I think it was 40 on Macgalgamon. I didn't catch what Lunamon was, but I'm gonna guess it was higher. And now I have my AoE Digimon that can't AoE. I mean, I can't even say that I think that the missed attacks hitting would have made a huge amount of difference, because I don't think it would. My party's wiped out. Nightcrow are victorious. Champion of the normal tournament is Sayo. Congratulations. Well done. You win this round, Sayo. But we'll be back next time. Can't stand letting Nightcrow get the best of us. This is awful. Phew, you won. I love the little music note in there. Look forward to the next battle. Yes, I do too. Oh, Chief Glare's nowhere to be seen. Thanks for the great match, it was a good fight. I was able to see how strong the Nightcrow really are. Same to you, Chief Glare, and to Ulfanimon. It was a good battle, well done. I mean, was it though? Because it kind of felt like a comp stump. We'll be seeing you around. Well, once I get more into the game and can actually, engage in some party customization and digivolve some things, things will go better. A comfortable salute. How does Gallantmon salute? Like, his right arm is a spear. He has to be careful not to stab himself with that thing. So is this all tournament registration then? Well, it's not even tournament registration, it's just people fawning over... Battle hasty... okay. I don't think they're going to have anything for me. Yeah, they're literally just fawning over the faction leaders. Okay. That's fine. Mysterious hooded character. Oh my. Who are you? You can't escape today. Oh man, that laugh. Same kind of pixelated laugh that reminds me of Kefka from Final Fantasy VI. Oh, that's a good laugh. let's be careful. Thanks for everything. Thanks for getting stomped by our champion. Oh. Gao Lila. Tomorrow's the bronze tournament. I'm counting on the both of you. Nightcrow and Lightfang are old rivals. Winning's important, but even more so is to have a good match. In the spirit of having a good match, we're actually going to digivolve some of our Digimon. We won't lose to the Nightcrow. Sit back, watch, and we'll win. Is that an Anubismon there? I think it is. This one. Anubismon. Stay safe. Oh, we have something to talk about. Oh no. Am I going to be admonished for my defeat? My shameful, shameful defeat. I've been concerned about that strange guy we saw at the match. The suspicious activity in Darkmoon. We've heard the rumour even here in Sunshine. The Digimon in City supposedly witnessed it. I wasn't really concerned with, but if the same thing is happening in Darkmoon, that's a different story. What Chief Julia said. Suspicious activity inside the server. Just keep a note of it. But don't tell anyone about it. We don't want to spread any rumours. Well, let's end this conversation now, Chris. I want to give you a gift for your good work. I've sent it to Tamer Home. Go back and have a look. Do you think there's anything more important than the matter of winning or losing the friendly game? I mean, yes, there are several things more important than winning or losing a game. Just a few. Just a few. Shine Office. We have a pair of Nightmon, a Union Room guard. Union Room is where the main systems of City are. It also serves as Union headquarters and is where Chief Blair is stationed. I see. Hello, Chris. I saw your battle. You looked good. I always look good. What's this? Is this the shop? There are so many problems that can't be solved only by Digimon. That's why we send a request to the Union so that the Tamers can solve it. So is this where we receive quests then? We aren't taking any quests from Aquan species. Come back again after the tournament is over. Okay. We're not speaking to any of those guys then. There are levels of difficulty for the quests. All he has to say. There are levels of difficulty for the quests. Okay. Yes, there are levels of difficulty for the quests. You won't be an excellent tamer unless you do quests. I think they want me to do quests, guys. I'm not sure, but I think maybe they want me to do quests. Shine Gates. Shine Office is just ahead. Ooh. Oh, Chris? You got a gift, didn't you? I sure did. I got the gift of a Tamer Home. Or a gift that was sent to Tamer Home. What could it be? I think this is my farm, right? I think this is just give it to you here. Why don't you guys just get stronger? You have to try harder. I mean, they definitely should bring, you know, more than just one rookie to a fight. That seems straightforward to me. But who knows? I mean, some of the fights on Digimon World Next Order have you fighting against, like, rookie Digimon with mega level stats. Those fights are pretty brutal. Alright. We go to Tamer Home and see what my new gift is. You should go home too. Bye, Chris. Bye, humans. What does Kaibumon have to say? The gate to Tamer Home is just ahead. Alright, let's go through the gate then. I do like the music in this game. Gatomon. Congratulations! I, Gatomon, am proud to be your Navi Digimon at the Digimon Home. As a gift for your great performance, we received a Farm Island card. Good for you. Now you're the owner of a Farm Island. Huzzah. Go to the farm shop later and exchange the Farm Island card for a Farm Island. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's fine. It'll be nice to access a Farm Island with this Digiform PC. I can't wait. Farm Island has many functions to raise a Digimon. If you take a Digimon you raised on Farm Island and use DNA Digivolve on it in the Digilab PC, but here, you might get an amazing Digimon. So that's going to be the case where we want to look up what DNA Digivolution recipes are available to us. I'll probably do a little bit of that on my own time rather than doing it live on stream. But I think it could be a way for us to get something interesting. You really did well today. Good night. Well, Chris, make sure you keep warm when you go to sleep. I mean, that is good advice. Like, it is winter right now and it is cold. Tomorrow is the bronze tournament. I think it's going to be Gao and Lila. I'm looking forward to it. Me too. I would have liked to be in the tournament. Is that Geogreymon? Speaking of bronze, the Nightcrow of Sukakio and Kakumi. I'm sure it'll be a good match. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I don't think I can sleep tonight. You're not getting any sleep tonight. You're part of the job. Everyone can feel safe. I'm fine. Something's been bothering me. Just one of those feelings. I've been feeling uneasy too. I wonder if it's because of the tournaments. Nice and bassy. Which team do you think will win the next matchup? Well, you can't underestimate the Nightcrow. You really can't, because apparently there are only 2 teams in this entire organization. Oh my. Listen to that alert. A blaring warning siren. What could it possibly be? Events are occurring. I'm sure it's nothing. It's probably just a fire drill, right? Nothing bad could possibly happen here. You know, you just got to go to your designated fire exits, meet up outside, everything will be fine. The alarms never went off before. They've never had a fire drill before? I mean, that's cause for concern if if you're an established organization and you've never had a fire drill before. Oh. Well, that's not a fire drill, is it? Ominous energy sphere with a skull mask on it? Yeah. We didn't cover that in any fire safety sessions. Oh my. The earth is shaking and he's just fired off several shadowy spheres. And now all the Digimon are eggs. And the humans are stunned. Oh dear. Is he just gonna like teleport through the gate? He won't let you get into Sunshine City. Don't underestimate our security. The shield can't be penetrated. Oh no. What shields? Those poor Nightmon and everyone else, wow. I mean, it's kind of nice to see the patterns on the eggs. Like, I like that blue watery one on the bottom right. I like how Gatomon escaped that. Like, I guess maybe we're safe here. City security was attacked by a virus. Everyone in that city turned into a Digi-Egg. Security at home has also been affected by the virus. The Digimon has turned back into a rookie. Oh no. Even the strict security of tamer houses like this, the city must be in worse shape. I'm sure even the farm shop is closed. Oh yes, that's our worry about, whether or not the shop is open. Not how to remedy the fact that our entire home has just been infiltrated by an unidentified assailant. If you're ever low on MP, you can come back to home and restore them. I mean, that's good to know. So now we have Snow Agumon, Guilmon, and Coronamon. I mean, I'm generally happy with these Digimon, right? Let's just have a look at their Digivolution requirements. So, Coronamon digivolves to Phyramon at 25 with 70% friendship and 700 beast experience. With the caveat that it needs to actually get to 25, which it can do. Its aptitude stat is 32. So aptitude is the stat that's used for determining your max level of a Digimon. So you increase it by digivolving and then digivolving down. So like de-digivolving. By doing that over time, you'll increase your maximum level in the Digimon and eventually they'll be able to go to 99 freely. Guilmon can go to Growlmon at 21 with 105 attack, or Tyrannomon with 21 and 340 Dragon experience. It's the other thing about this game, is that you earn experience of different types, rather than it just being you defeat an enemy and you get an amount of experience. In this game, you get experience related to the type of the enemy. So it all counts towards your total, but then the actual specific types themselves are used to determine what Digivolutions you can get. So like we just saw on Healmon, to Digivolve into Tyrannomon we need 340 Dragon experience, which has to come from defeating the Dragon-type Digimon. Snoagumon, on the other hand, requires Aquan experience, 450. I have the awkward feeling that that's going to be quite hard to get. I have a memory of having to grind to get that Digivolution back. And it's the only thing you can Digivolve into, so you really don't have any options on that. You either do the grind, or you don't progress. What's going on here? System down, unable to access. Okay then. I'm guessing that's true for the other one as well. It certainly is. System down, unable to access. Well, let's just go back to Shine Plaza. Music has changed, of course, to indicate that something important is happening. What's going to happen? I've never seen these kind of things happen, and neither have the Digimon. Oh no. I mean, let's check out the shop. Oh, everyone's a rookie again. Patamon. Patamon. I think I heard eerie laughter. What was that? It was probably Kafka. It was almost definitely Kafka. So I guess we should head back to the main arena, see if we can find Chief Glare. Right, because we can't head this way, because they're snoozing. City's in trouble. The enemy broke through city security and they destroyed city and turned Digimon into Digi-Eggs. I mean, there's your exposition right there. So, we're here? Okay, so these folks seem to be safe. But then... maybe not. They're all fine, then. No, it does seem to have come this far through. Gosh. Ah, something's in my head, trying to take over my mind. No, I can't lose. Must get rid of the virus data that is entered. Last much longer like this. Ugh. Zap. Well, if Fonimon survived it, she didn't get developed back into a Salamon, I think is what it would be, right? Or Fonimon down to Angelomon, down to Gatomon, down to Salamon. Alright, so we have to fight a mysterious energy sphere with a Skuldron on. What could possibly go wrong? I mean, it seems evil, so I guess a holy attack would make sense. I'm sure it'll do plenty of damage. Oh, that actually was more damage than I was expecting. I was expecting to get like 1. Huh. I mean, this is going better than I thought it would. We're actually doing real numbers of damage, and this thing seems to be hitting us for 1 damage back. Maybe we can save the day. You know. Ah, so there we go. There's an example of an area of effect attack. It hits 2 adjacent zones. Zones. Both of Guilmon's attacks are AoE. Well, we'll just use that one since it has the higher base power. Call Bat. Hello, is this Bat? Holy shoot. So Call Cat. Oh wow. Light resist down. Is it using light attacks then? Not what I'd expect. I would expect this thing to be using dark attacks, but sure. You do you, fam. You do you. Yeah, we'll just keep using Holy Shoot, that's fine. Nothing else to do here, really. Just keep fighting and clawing and stabbing. Stab, stabbity, stab, stab, stab. Claw Bat on a different target this time, which does 1 point of damage, but poisons us. I can't imagine this fight is going to go on long enough. But poison will actually have any detrimental effects. Like, this This feels like a free win. IMHO. Feels like a free win. Oh no. We missed. I'm sure that was just a natural miss. It doesn't start off some shenanigans where we automatically miss every attack once it's below a certain HP threshold. Which would be a very sneaky game mechanic to put in, but I wouldn't put it past anyone. You never know what tricks devs are going to pull to force a certain narrative. Hum 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 hum. Small breath. 9 damage. But if you went with a large breath, you might get more damage. It's looking elsewhere. Oh no. Is that like the Digimon equivalent of the Digimon wouldn't obey you? Look, I need more badges. So close. So very, very close. Oh man, it's got like a pixel of health left. Or 2 pixels of health left. We're almost out of MP, that's worrying. That's more worrying than the prospect of dying. Yeah, because all the attacks in this game require MP. There are no generic attack commands that you can do without paying for MP. Okay, victory was had. We earned 25 Holy Experience, 25 Dark Experience, and we got some levels. We gained some experience. So we get a full heal on HP and MP when we level, which is definitely going to help us sustain a lot while we're progressing. Evil Laugh, and then Evil Escape. I'm saved. You did it. So we can't win a tournament, but we can save everyone from an evil unidentified enemy. What was that thing anyway? I don't know. There's no doubt it was trying to take over our minds. At any rate, go check on City. If there are any injured, they'll need to be rescued. Sure. Why do I have to check the systems? That's such a hassle. Oh no. Well, this is ridiculous. I can't do something so tedious. Don't talk like that. This is also important. Work for the Union. For the Union. Since we're back at home, nothing happened to us, but the others took severe damage. Nod. Ah yes, silent protagonist. Chris, Pulsar, Chief Glare wants to see you. Oh my. I can only assume this is going to be high praise for saving the entire organization from an otherwise painful and mysterious demise. We don't know who the enemy is yet, but the virus program has caused serious damage to city's systems. Access zone is not functioning. Shine West area, Shine South area, and Shine North area can't be accessed. Communication is cut off. It's bad. In addition, the center bridge is blocked from traffic. Sunshine and Darkmoon are completely cut off from each other. Oh no. The only places we were able to restore the link between the city and the Digi area are in 3 places: Login Mountain, Chip Forest, and Thriller Ruins. I'd like to go to Login Mountain. I want to search for any leads about the enemy. I don't think destroying city is their only objective. Chief Glare, let us go too. Well, if they want to hang out, want to join in as allies, they are more than welcome to. We can help, right everyone? Let's go! Go team! Request denied. You all have work to do restoring city. It's also too dangerous outside for you to go. It's also too dangerous for you to go outside and investigate. Words. Yes, we speak them. We understand them. We'll be okay. Really, we will. We'll be fine. What should I do? But I want to be with everybody. No, if you guys go, then there will be more casualties. Oh, great. So we've decided there will be casualties, but we only want one casualty. I am the one casualty that they're willing to allow. Fantastic. I appreciate your vote of confidence there, Glare. I truly do. There's no choice. The shops, farms, and Digilab have been restored, but there are still other areas needed to be checked out, so we still need them. I'd like to ask you again. Go and investigate. Login Mountain. Be careful. Well, okay then. So this should be the opportunity for me to get my Digifarm from the shop, and also my opportunity to get some Digimon from the first area. Exciting stuff. I think this is the portal out of here, so we don't want to go there yet. And these fellows want to speak to me. It's Chris. Union work, right? We know about it. Be careful. Sorry about the misunderstanding. I thought you were going to force your way out like the other three. Oh no, the other three. So they did go that way after all. Well, that means we might have to rescue them. Fantastic. What well-meaning teammates I have. Alright. One Digifarm, please. What should I do? What should I do? What should I buy, Patamon? I managed to save enough bits to buy my first farm island, but what should I do next? You should buy a farm island. You should renovate the island at the farm shop, or go to the goods shop and buy farm goods. It's hard to decide which to do first. Oh, little Patamon, so helpful. Who's calling? Ah, it's Gatomon. Hurry up and exchange the farm island card for a basic island at the farm shop. Oh, then Gatomon will have some tea and wait in front of the Digifarm PC. Oh, fantastic, Gatomon. I'll enjoy some tea while I do all the hard work. Modify your farm island here. Oh, wait, you Chris? Chief Glare contacted me. Do you have the farm island card? First, name your farm island. Won't change it later, so be careful. Oh no. Well, I'm just gonna use the same name that my Animal Crossing island has, which is shamefully stolen from Pokemon. This is Seafoam Island, because of course it is, the home of Articuno. That's a nice name. Next, I'm sending an access pass to a Digifarm PC. Congratulations, you are now a Farm Island owner. Please come back to the farm item shop in Sunshine City. Thank you. Done with these settings too. I'm so happy. Heart. It's our first Farm Island. Yay! You can use the Digifarm PC now. This is great. Next you should collect a lot of bits and buy a terrain board or farm goods. Well, I better get on with some other work. Heart! So what can we buy here then? Would you like some consumable items? I mean, not really. No, I'd like to save my money for things with a bit more permanence. Oh, the names. Digiar heals HP. The T's and S's indicate how many zones. Digimin restore MP. I mean, I'm actually going to buy a few of these, because I know how much of an issue it can be. I'm going to buy 5 Digimin. That should be all we need. Would you like some equipment? Probably. Oh, maybe not. Equipment is expensive. Yes, maybe we'll wait. The question is how ethically dubious do I feel? Because I know there are a few codes that you can use to get some equipment and some additional Digimon at the start of the game. While it doesn't feel like cheating, it does kind of feel like it would homogenize the early game somewhat. 24,000 to buy a basic island. But to modify it... Unexpandable. These are all 3,000 each. Offering right experience buffs for certain types. Gotcha. Terrain boards. Doing the same thing basically. Okay. Well, let's keep going. Let's go and check out our farm before we head out into the wild world. Such a nice relaxing little theme. Start Digifarm PC. So, Farm Island. This is our farm. We can do woefully little here. Move C stats, delete data, and we definitely don't want to delete anything. I'm kind of looking for the DNA Digivolve menu. Like, it's got to be here somewhere. Start Digilab PC. Sure. Convert stand data, Digivolve to generate special Digivolve. There we go. DNA or armor. Oh, armor Digivolve. And this will require some research. DNA Digivolve, okay. Is it going to tell me what I get first? Hazard and Hyrule to create a status changed Gilmon. Ah, no, we don't want to do it. No, if we're doing this, we want to make sure we're doing it when we're actually going to get a new Digimon as a result. Which will require research. Definitely some research. Unless any of you all happen to know any good combinations for the other game. But otherwise I'm going to stick with things as they are for now. Alright, let's go to Login Mountain and check that out. I wonder what's going on outside. It's dangerous. We're fine. Huh, hurry up. We apologize for acting on our own. Don't worry, we'll be alright. So what do you guys think? Do you think I should just use the codes to get some early Digimon? Like, it could be helpful, and I'm pretty sure they give experience bonuses, so even if I don't use them, they incentivize just having them there, keeping them as reserves, I guess. Well, I mean, it would be handy. Good job. Return to Sunshine City, then use the yellow gate. This place looks like it's seen better days. There's a corrupted data on the ground and mysterious looking gates there. Damage around Shine Tunnel or worse. Oh no. Ooh, a mysterious portal. I'm sure nothing would happen if I just carelessly walked right into this. Reminds me of the Chaos Gates in Hades. Oh. Well, that was a thing, I guess. Underwhelming. Okay. So the FOMO is kind of getting to me. Like, I'm actually going to go and get the codes for Digimon World Dusk. If we get into them, we can get some more interesting Digimon. So to redeem these codes, we need to go to the Colosseum. We need to speak to Valkyremon. Let's do that now. So that's the shop. So this should be the Colosseum, I think. Yep, that's the Union then. Slight downside of this game is a lot of places look kind of the same. So is this area here Colosseum? I want to say yes. It's the place with quests. Oh great. Fantastic the quest system. Fantastic City's quest system either. Doing well so far. Start the game and plenty of the game mechanics are just turned off to begin with. Doing well, guys. Doing really well there. It's making me wonder, like, where is the Colosseum? Did you hear they can't go to Shine West area? Access has been destroyed. Gats. Centigrade of the access zone is broken. We can't go to Dark Moon City. Oh no, we probably can't go anywhere. Oh my god, that's a lot of tutorial stuff. A lot of tutorial stuff that I kind of don't need. I mean, I guess I'll check out DNA Digivolving, right? That could be handy. DNA Digivolving and generating by DNA Digivolving can be done without being constrained on the normal Digivolve route of Digimon. You can acquire skills which can't be learned from normal Digivolving and degenerating. I'm missing a letter there. It takes a lot of patience, but by repeating DNA Digivolving, you may be able to create awesome Digimon. You can DNA Digivolve Digimon only from the Digilab at PC Tamer Home. Alright, nothing particularly revelatory, but, you know, there's a mechanic that I'm at least more interested in. What's through here? So that's the pathway out to the Colosseum. No, to the teleporter for the other areas. Is this the Colosseum? No, this is the shop. Gosh darn it. So the top one was the Union Room. Then after that is the quest area. Then after that is the teleporter. Then after that is the shops where we just came from. Okay. Sure. I'm just gonna have a look around to make sure I'm not missing anyone. Like, I'm looking for Valkyrymon here. Superstarmon, Metal Greymon, Seraphimon, Zudomon, Garudamon. Maybe I'm trying to get these things too early. Is that it? Gosh. This is probably not the most interesting thing to watch. I'm sorry, chat. Chief Blur, help me. I've lost my way. they're not interested in helping at all, are they? Alright, fine. We'll keep going. So, this is the quest area. I'm just going to keep checking just to make sure that I remember where everything is, because I'm kind of wondering, like, where the hell is the Colosseum? I guess if it's just in one of the areas that's separated from everywhere else. That was the teleporter to go to other areas. This is the shop. And then... well, I guess maybe we just can't go to the Colosseum. I suppose it would kind of make sense, right? The Colosseum would be something that bridges the two teams. Well, in that case, let's just go to the Login Mountain and do some battling. Okay, so our options are Sunshine City. Oh, the Digicolosseum's over here. Alright, we're probably going to go there first. Chip Forest, Thriller Ruins, or Login Mountain. So we're given a degree of freedom already, and in that case, since it's a teleport destination, we'll go to the Colosseum. So the Colosseum hasn't been touched by any of the shenanigans. That's good to see. We need to find Valkyrymon. Valkyrymon is there. Oh, Valkyrymon. Do you know the secret password? Oh, my friend, I know several secret passwords. 20060402. What? What? Have I been deceived? I have not been deceived. I'm simply looking at the wrong set of notes. The passwords differ between dawn and dusk. Let's try that again, shall we? 199700628. Password accepted. Password for .agumon. Congratulations. So this should give us passwords for a few Digimon and some equipment. Which I don't mind using too much. Like, I wouldn't normally want to get things like this that sort of railroad you down a particular path in the early game, but I know that they have passive traits that increase your experience gained, and this game has a real problem with grinding and a need for experience, so anything that alleviates those issues is certainly going to help. Right, Shine Greymon. What a name. Like DS Greymon. It's just like the Nintendo DS Greymon, right? It's literally just a Greymon holding a Nintendo DS. Do you know the secret password? So there are 2 more passwords here. 8260791. Your reward is Numamon. I mean, I'm sure you were all expecting something like that, right, guys? Nice high quality Digimon, plenty of combat prowess. You know, and Numamon has its uses, right? I think in Digimon World 1 you can use it to hide inside the Mamemon costume and get yourself an early game Mamemon. that is probably not a game that I would ever want to stream. Digimon World Dawn is kind of awkward to play. You really kind of have to have a guide next to you to reference it. And just generally, I think Digimon World Next Order is a much better game. Like it evolved the recipe for like a pet-raising Digimon game in all of the right ways. It also lets you raise 2 Digimon at once. Like that just gives you so much more to do. So let's equip some things. I think I'm basically going to put them all on my new Digimon, just to make it an absolute powerhouse. Lord Examon, thank you for joining the stream. We're going to put all of these on Coronamon. And hopefully we can Digivolve away from Coronamon as soon as possible. I feel like if I uploaded this to YouTube at all ever, like saying Coronamon over and over and over again would be a great way to get demonetized really, really fast. I'm great, thanks. Thank you for joining the stream. So I'm guessing by your name that you have played Digimon games before. Have you played this one before? Ah, that's good to hear. Yeah, so I played this one, I played this like when it first came out on the DS, which was, gosh, how long ago was that? Probably like over 10 years ago. That's worrying. It's like another one of those things that reminds us all of how old and mortal we are. But yeah, I know I played it but never finished it. And I saw Pika Spray did a Let's Play of Dusk, so I thought it'd be a fine time to revisit it and do a game of Dawn. So I think this is the right place? Yeah, this is the right place. Little Dot Agumon, Numamon, and Dot Shine Greymon. Oh, so we're gonna have a Mega in the early game. I mean, I'm gonna try to just not use these, like... I don't want to completely skew the early game with stuff like this. In all of its pixelated glory. I'm gonna have to check the Digivolution trees for these though. That doesn't make me ask the question though. I wonder if Examon is in this game. I don't know if it was introduced later than this game. Yes, Greymon. Do I nickname it? Does it need a nickname? I think I'm gonna leave it as it is. I'm like not gonna nickname the 2 Dot Digimon. Ah, that's a shame. I know yeah, I know Examon is in the PS4 games. I remember that. What I remember is like there's a really jarring, it's a boss battle where you like fight against Examon, and you can have your own Examon on your team, who is tiny, and the boss battle Examon is huge, like 10 times bigger. But you know, he's a pretty cool Digimon. You gotta love the Royal Knights. Tiny little Dot Agumon. Yeah, when he had a fish stuck in his throat. Oh man. Such a huge Digimon to have such a small scale problem. Numamon. I feel like Numamon would be the ethical choice of all of these, like to actually use. Because it's not very good, basically. But I kind of expect it to have a more varied Digivolution path as well, whereas the Agumon ones will probably be quite insular within that species. But we can review those now, I think. Gosh, this screen takes a long time to animate though. Numamon. Okay. So we'll close that PC. Okay, so do Digimon go straight to your party when you generate them? No, they do not. Alright. So we'll take those people out of the farm. and bring them onto the party. Oh gosh, that's just made me think about capacity. I don't think capacity is a thing in this game. It is in the Cyber Sleuth games. Like you have to accrue more memory to put more Digimon on your team. Doesn't seem like it's a thing here though. That's good. That's one thing I like about that, I guess. Okay, let's look into the future a little bit. What can we do with Numamon? We can degenerate into a Tamamon and then get Garamon or Gakkomon. I mean, that's a perfectly respectable Digivolution line. I can't say I'd be likely to go for Numamon again, but well, Garamon could be interesting, maybe if there's something after it. And Shogun Gakkomon is fine. Dot Shine Greymon. Oh my. Okay. This feels a little bit too good. And it actually connects to Agumon as well. Alright. Sure. It's also a way to get Shine Greymon. I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel the best about that. Like, it would just trivialize so much of the game. They're good traits though. Those are good traits. So is it Agumon that has the experience boost then? No, it's not. Huh. Maybe I misremembered, or maybe it's Dusk that has an experience booster. Like maybe it's Falcomon? Maybe it is. Well, if it's 3 Relief Digimon and 3 Party Digimon, we'll keep them here for now. And then once we earn some Digimon, we'll bring those in. I guess this is just our insurance policy and things go really, really south. Login mounted. So a place that contains Dragon, Beast, Machine, and I want to say that's Holy Digimon? Okay, so plenty of things to aim for. Oh. It's you. I'm glad I didn't know what to do. When we get to Login Mountain, the wild Digimon suddenly attacked us and got separated. Oh no. They're a Digimon tamer and they don't understand how random encounters work. It doesn't look good for you, Kanfa. I'm not gonna lie. I'll go back to the city. I'm only on the way here. I mean, if you just prepare a little bit, I'm sure you can manage. I don't want to crush someone's hopes and dreams like so early on in their Digimon career. Encounters. Ooh, Monodramon. Well, straight away there's a Digimon that I want to get. And it missed. It's a good start. That bodes well. Oh no, it's looking elsewhere. I need more badges. I know that's not a thing, but it feels like it's a thing. Levels 5 to 6, level 4, level 4, level 4. Nothing up there. It's all good. Ooh, a treasure chest. We've earned a healing item. Seems fine. We found another Monodramon. So I think before I leave this place, I definitely want to get my Monodramon scan data to 100%. So I guess for anyone watching that is wondering what the hell I'm talking about and what these percentages mean. So rather than Pokemon, where you capture a Pokemon with a Pokeball in in the Digimon story games, you obtain scan data, which is a percentage, and every time you encounter that Digimon, the percentage goes up. Once the percentage reaches 100% or more, you can turn the data into the actual Digimon. So essentially, for something like Monodramon, where I get 10 data per fight, if I fight and defeat 10 Monodramon, then I can turn that into a Monodramon Digimon. Damn nice. I'm definitely getting a Monodramon though. I have a lot of good things to say about Monodramon. Cyberdramon, of course, is super cool. And I don't know if Millenniumon is in here, but if it is, like, I want to open up that possibility. Hawkmon. I mean, I care less about Hawkmon, I'm not gonna lie. It's looking elsewhere. But again, at this point I feel like I should be getting everyone. It's cute, along with one of my favourite ones, along with the Dracomon, Coronamon, and Dorumon. Yes. It's so hard to like figure out like who is in this game and who isn't, because it's like it's kind of old. But I'm pretty sure Dorumon is in this one. I want to say. You have to whisper when you say Coronamon though. You don't want the algorithm to do bad things to you. Oh wow, Dracomon plush, that's cool. In Chile. Oh wow. So if you're from Chile then, you must be in a... Yeah, you gotta be in a completely different time zone. I'm like here in the UK and it's like 9 PM. What time is it over in Chile? Get some levels. 1819, okay. So not too far behind. -3 GMT, yeah. I have like no idea. I have no familiarity, rather, with any South American time zones. I have like a couple of American friends and they're all like -6 to -8. Oh, that's nice. I mean, that's the equipment doing its work though, in that hit. Probably shouldn't have to deliberate too much about how to kick a baby. Oh, but if you're gonna mention having lunch, I have to ask, what's for lunch? Oh come on, you can't go for lunch and not share what you're having for lunch. Rotos con Mazamora. I'm gonna Google that and I'm gonna see what that is. Lima bean soup is the translated results. It looks nice and it looks healthy. Made using beans, onions, winter squash, corn, basil, tomato, salt and pepper, garlic. That all sounds like good stuff to me. Ratos granados is a traditional Chilean countryside stew made mainly of ripe cranberry beans, maize kernels and squash. Other common ingredients are onions and herbs such as cumin, basil and oregano. Pumpkin is also used in some recipes. It is considered a summer stew because that is when the maize and summer squash are harvested in central and southern Chile. It sounds good. I would definitely eat that. Like, I made a risotto last night, so I had the leftovers for that today, and that was pretty tasty. Yeah, it's a recipe I've made a few times. Just like a tomato risotto, just using tomato, onion, a little bit of garlic in there as well. It's it's fairly easy to make. Yeah, enjoy your lunch. I have gotten very, very lost now. Well, the helpful thing about this is that even if you're just grinding random things, it's still productive, because you're still earning your way towards getting any of these Digimon yourself. And happily, we are one-shotting them still. So I think Digivolving the Snow Agumon and Guilmon required being level 20-ish, I want to say. And then Numamon, I think it was level 19 for the Degenerate, so we won't be doing either of those yet. For now, we'll just keep on exploring, keep on looking for things, keep on kicking the baby. Sorry, Tokomon, I'm not that sorry. I'm not that sorry at all. Oh no! It refuses to kick the baby. It's developed a sense of morals from somewhere. Why would you do that? Why? It does feel a little bit harsh to pick on baby Digimon like that, but on the other hand, have you seen its teeth? Like, look at those things. It's an array of monstrous fangs. I'm telling you, a little Tokomon could do a lot of damage. This seems like the starting area. Like I'm going back on myself. Well, we can get a Hawkmon eventually. So what would Hawkmon digivolve to? Willowmon? I guess if we potentially get any Digi-Eggs, we could use an Armor Evolution on it. That's the chance though, it's like, it has like, what, 2 Digi-Armor Evolutions? And like that's relying on getting the specific eggs early enough. Seems unlikely. But hey, Aquilomon. Like I would expect that Champion is probably the level where DNA Digivolution becomes accessible. So yeah, just having more Digimon is going to help there. Is it a it is a Monodramon, fantastic. I look forward to getting a happy little dragon on my party. It's looking elsewhere. I feel unjustly maligned. Snowclaw. Won't hit neither. Like, look at the legs on that Monodramon. Monodramon definitely does not skip leg day. You should never skip leg day. More experience, more levels for the backup team. I guess we should call them the B team, shouldn't we? Oh, Shine Greymon. I'm sorry, Shine Greymon, but I'm just never going to use you. There's a question. I wonder if Shine Greymon Ruin mode is in this game. There's gonna be a lot of that in this playthrough, I think. Like a lot of moments of me asking, I wonder if this thing is in the game. I wonder if that thing is in the game. Because like you can go on the Digimon Wiki and you can just look at everything, like everything that's ever been in every Digimon game. And while Dusk and Dawn do have like a larger roster than any other game, like because it's easier to make sprites than it is 3D models. It's hard to remember like which Digimon were released after it, or which they may have just included because they're a bit too niche. And I feel like an infrequently used mode change for Shine Greymon probably isn't something that would make it in. Pew pew pew, Echo. Might need to start conserving MP Aquariumon. Armadillomon. Ooh. Well, that's interesting. So that's quite interesting, because we've seen Armadillomon now, and we've seen Patamon. So if we follow the logic of the Season 2 anime, which has flawless logic, naturally, we could potentially get a Shakoamon DNA Digivolution here, right? We DNA Digivolve Ankylomon and Anjum. I like this idea. I think that's something to aim for. It's also like my entire party rounded out as well if I get those, like... Yeah. Patamon, Armadillomon, and Monodramon. And that is 3 on the back row and 3 on the front. But I am so lost right now. No. Resist wind down. Well, it doesn't exactly get enough attacks for me to be worried about that. Let's just keep on hitting. Keep on hitting. You're critical. That's probably more than it has health. That's fine. A little bit of bird experience. Oh, is it bird experience rather than holy? Okay. The gate disc, which is for teleporting back to the start. Not unlike an escape rope. Gotsumon. Machine Digimon. So we saw in the opening tournament, essentially Gotsumon's Digivolution line, right? We saw Golemon, we saw Pile Volcamon as well. So we can imagine those are the things he would Digivolve into, but do I want him? Do I think there's any potential there for DNA Digivolving? I think I'm just going to have to assess things like once I've left this area. Digimon AT-D. So the D stands for double, like it heals 2 things that are adjacent. And the AT is the value of the heal. 54 MP remaining. Hungry Rock, which does no damage. Missed completely. I am getting carried quite hard by the equipment that I got from the codes. I know the Digimon aren't being used, but the equipment is still going to make a hell of a lot of difference. I'm pretty sure there's no level restriction on it, so it's just gonna essentially be the best equipment I have for a lot of the game, because I'll be able to use it even after I've digivolved. Another Patamon. That is fine by me. We definitely want to get a Patamon at this point. But maybe I can get a Tokomon instead. It'd be kind of tempting. This Tokomon could just digivolve into Patamon, and essentially it would just be using it as an opportunity to get a Digimon with a higher aptitude stat. Which, you know, aptitude matters. It's what determines your max level. More Gotsumon. I mean, if Gotsumon wants to keep showing up, maybe he's going to be the first one that we can convert. Maybe. More healing, never a bad thing. And then another Armadillomon. Definitely want to leave here with an Armadillomon. And therein we see the problem. All of the attacks require some form of MP. Well, we bought some, so we'll use one. We gain a little MP so we can keep on fighting. Beast attack. 1. level 10 for Hazard and 10 for Hydro. This is entirely reasonable. So they get their full MP back. Learned a new skill. What did Hydro learn? Let's go take a look-see and use this as an opportunity to double check everyone's Digivolution levels. Ooh, and also actually an opportunity to reorder the party a little bit. I feel like if we spread out, we'll be shielded somewhat from AoE attacks. As long as we don't fight a Mega Siegemon. What are the odds of that at this stage in the game? So yeah, so it's 24. Wow. But his aptitude is 25, so that's fine. Guilmon is aptitude 23, but can digivolve at 21 regardless, and then you either get Growlmon or Tyrannomon. I don't have any particular preference there. Like, Growlmon of course is the story Digimon, as it were, like that's what the main character has, Takato. But I feel like, you know, you need to progress through multiple paths to get more moves and to increase your aptitude, so I'd be open to doing either. Figure if I've got enough Dragon when I reach level 21, then I'll probably go for it. Then we've got Pharamon, Pharamon at 25, which we'll likely-ish to have. With 32 aptitude, we probably will. And then these dorks. I can't believe that Numemon is going to be the most likely one for me to use, because it's the only one that won't break any game balance anywhere. Like, I guess I could use Agumon as well. I guess I could. Because it would just go down to being an in training, right? Like, that's not game breaking. Whereas, like, even Shine Greymon going down to a Rise Greymon would still be an ultimate, which would be far, far ahead of anything else that I'm fighting. Pokemon, Armadillo. Gotta get those percents. Easy peasy. Just gotta keep hitting off. So, everyone in the back row is level 10. In fact, everyone across the board is at least level 10. Promising. Gosh, there are so many encounters. I really have to focus on like my short-term memory, because otherwise I forget like where I've been. And it's not like there's a map or a rotatable camera or anything. I can't like look back on myself and see where I was. But yeah, that is a painful encounter rate right there. Or teleporter. This is plot advancement, right? Teleporters usually mean plot advancement. Well, now I'm confused. Okay, sure. So we went through the zone, found an exit, and didn't find what we wanted. Okay, I guess we'll just go back. Like, I could go back to my Digifarm and restore my MP and stuff, but it doesn't seem worth it. Like, genuinely, this is all solo difficulty that I don't really need to faff around with that. You can just go forward and hopefully find the people that we were looking for. So, got a Monodramon. We're not going to skip leg day. It does more damage. I guess I should kind of, well, I should be using that one as my general bread and butter, actually. It's got one more base power, which, it's not a lot, but, you know, it could be the difference between getting a KO and not. So what did we earn? We learned Little Blizzard, which is an AoE. Water element AoE. Sounds good to me. That could be useful at some point. More dragon experience, which is of course going to be very helpful for Guilmon. It'll help us get that Tyrannomon Digivolution. The only worry here is that we're not getting any Aqua experience, so Snow Agumon may be stuck at some point. Arg. I don't want to Digivolve down to anything. I don't know. I'll check on the next screen how much experience Chronomon needs. Like if it needs a modest amount, and I'll just stay as it is for now. If it looks like it needs a lot, then I will have to generate down, I think. Because it wouldn't be so bad. Like it's essentially free healing, and it'll increase its aptitude stat, so I'm not going to object to that. Frothy Spit. I mean, how uncivilized are these babies, right? They show up here with their mouths full of teeth and their frothy spit, spitting all over you. It's just so rude, so uncivilized. Where are their manners? I kind of feel like Guilmon might be at risk of running. Oh, well, there's the level up I was hoping for. Because level up means full MP. Fantastic. We love to see it. Alright. This is a lot of branching pathways where I need to not get lost. I need to remember that if there's nothing up there, I need to backtrack and go up that rope ladder. Yep. Backtrack and go up the rope ladder. While we throw Holy Bolts at Monodramon. And headbutt. Don't flinch. Okay, that's good. They didn't get the flinch. It's all fine. Pokemon players all know what I'm talking about. Another rope bridge. Will this change the texture pack of the area? Which is kind of enough reason for me to start backtracking, just to go back to the rope bridge from the previous room. Because I feel like changing the texture pack is usually a sign that either the encounters are going to change as well, or that there is some kind of development, whether it's going to be the boss for this area, or it's just, hey, that's where the people that you're looking for are. In either case, I want to make sure that I've covered the branching path before I go through. So we take down Armadillo-Ditmon, getting closer and closer to that sweet 100%. And then we'll earn ourselves some treasure. Hawkmon, 70%. Tokamon at 90. So Tokamon is very definitely going to be the first of these Digimon that we can convert, which I'm fine with. You know, you can get a Tokamon, you can just Digivolve it to Patamon manually, and then it can enjoy having a higher aptitude stat than a regular Patamon would have, I think. Another level, another free heal. Okay, so we can see there's nothing that way, so we don't need to go all the way around that. 105% for Tokamon. Congratulations, Tokamon. You are officially going to be the first party member that I have earned. Which of course then begs the question, what should I name Tokamon? I'm open to suggestions. If anyone wants to put a suggestion in the chat of what to name Tokamon, I'm all for it. What I don't remember on this game is what the maximum percentage that you can store is. Because if you have more than 100%, you essentially just use all of it, and anything over 100% gives you bonus stats. which is great. Everyone loves bonus stats. But in the Cyber Sleuth games, it's up to 200%. I have this like nagging feeling that in this game it might be higher. Like it actually might let you go up to 999%, which would be astonishing. And you would never grind that far. That'd be insane. But you know, you could, or you could at least accrue extra value just when you are farming for other things, which, you know, I'd be open to. But I don't think I want to take any of these guys to 100%, to like past 200%. No way. Oh. Nothing here but us flowers. Well, that's fine, I guess. Alright, Digimon. You've clearly played me for a fool with all of your dead ends. In a fit of rage, I will kick a baby and go back on the storyline progressing path. Oh no, it's more Pokemon. Others for Dot Agumon and Dot Shangreymon and Numamon. Nope, not going that way. Hawkmon. Yeah. So 80%, so 2 Hawkmons away from getting Convert. I like how he's got a belt around his head, like not a bandana, but like an actual buckled belt. Like, it makes me wonder, was Hawkmon designed by Tetsuya Nomura? Start with one belt and end up with dozens. Punch. Oh, it's a 2-hit. Cool. Interesting. Do I have that? Does it list the number of hits? Oh! You can use an AoE move. Delightful. But that damage. Hey, we got a crit. That actually was real damage. And a speed reduction. Speed reduction could genuinely... Yeah. Gatling Punch hits 2 times. With an effective 44 power. 44 power over 2 hits, so there'll be a defense calculation in there to mitigate. Still, I think that's single target things, it's probably going to be the highest damage per turn. Alright, we change the tile set. And we see what we can find. Another Monodramon, takes it to 100%, very nice indeed. So I think I already have Monodramon's nickname picked out. Like, it's got to be Ryu, both because it's a dragon, but also because Monodramon is owned by... Wait, no, it's Ryo, isn't it? Not Ryu. Oh no. Oh, I'm such a failed Digimon fan. Not a real fan. I got an O and a U mixed up. Just take my Digivice away now. Well, I can't even remember. I can't begin to remember who the Tamer of Armadillomon is in Season 2. So I'm just not even going to try. Sorry, Season 2, but Season 2 is like, I guess, just not my favourite season. Like, I don't think it's bad, I prefer 3. I think 3 is the best season of the anime. 1 is great, and I think part of that perception is just because it's the one that came first, so it gets a bit of preferential treatment there. And I've seen like 4 and 5 with like the spirits, and I think 5 is Data Squad, right? They were okay, like nothing great, just okay. Ah. Attacking with its beak and a light tackle. Well, I'm going to take advantage of my area of effect moves at least. Get some hits, lower their speed, all that good stuff. Should I be using Sharp Claw there, or should I be using the other one? That's the question. Beast and Bird experience. All fine, but that's another dead end. Okay. So, please, just let me past. This murderous encounter rate. Oh. It's so harsh. It's so harsh. Let's use Gatling Punch. Just to see how much damage it does per hit. Yeah, that's great. I'm not sure it was worth it, but it's good damage. Raging Machine. Oh man, Raging Machine. Gosh, I almost want to take it just for that move. Like for the obligatory Rage Against the Machine reference. Right? I feel like Gotsuma can probably tank this because he's a pile of rocks. That implies that he's at least defensive and sturdy. Yeah. So Fireball costs left, but we just need the damage. And like, Gilmon isn't even using much of his MP because Koronamon is going first so often. So really I'm in the interest of making Koronamon conserve MP and having the other two spend it. But we could also one experience off for a level. Oh, my heart breaks. My heart breaks. I'm going to use a healing item on Koronamon just to get some MP back, because otherwise it's not going to be able to fight in the long term. That was accidentally using a double. No. Well, don't do that, kids. Don't accidentally use a double healing item when you're just selecting one Digimon. This is waste effective healing. Okay. So I want to say if we go around here and up, that we'll find something that we're looking for. Like, surely after all this wandering and all this exploration, we have to find something of interest. Right? Right? I hope, but I'm really not sure. Like, JRPGs can often be so... like, so... I mean, I'm going to say that they're tedious. But yeah. They often want to make you work for like even slight things that aren't necessarily like strict elements of challenge, but are more just related to grinding. Right, like that's the core JRPG game mechanic more than anything. It is grinding for things. It's probably a bit of an oversimplification. It's not a bit of an oversimplification, it's definitely an oversimplification. But, you know, the grind is there. Like, especially in this Digimon game, the grind is much, much worse than this, than in the PS4 ones. Like, you know, the PS4 Digimon games, you can end up doing quite a lot to efficiently earn experience, just from stacking passive abilities on your Digimon or equipping items that boost experience gained. So you'll eventually reach a point in kind of mid to late game where you're actually building like an experience farming party, and that itself like becomes an objective. It's also like a very rewarding thing to have, because all of a sudden you're getting like a huge amount of experience per fight, and every fight is giving you a full heal, and you know, you end up max level before you know it. And plus in the PS4 games you can have like, it's like 12 Digimon on your party, something silly. Like, each Digimon has a memory capacity, and your total memory for your party is like, it's not a fixed value, but like it's a value that only goes up at specific points in the story when you get like memory increases, basically. And there's a couple of those that you can unlock from in-game tournament fights and whatnot, but generally, like, by the end of the game you're going to have a fixed amount of memory unless you do a New Game Plus, which like, there isn't really a lot of reason to do a New Game Plus, because you can basically have pretty much whatever the hell you want with like your first playthrough. We don't want to go through that one, because that led to nothing. For the first area, this is actually like quite a prolonged pathway. Because not only have you got like a branching pathway, but it essentially like is a circular pathway with branches. And at the other end of the loop is a portal that takes you back to the start. It doesn't feel like the most productive dungeon to go through, which is kind of a shame. But we're earning our Digimon data, so that's its own kind of productivity. It's not a valueless exploration, not yet. Once we stop caring about these Digimon from the wild encounters, then it will have less value. But for now, I don't mind. The Patamon, 90%, 10% to go. So one more encounter, and then we'll... Ooh, a critical hit. By a handful. I think I went that way. I want to say I went that way. Gosh, this place needs a map. It really needs a map, right? That's a dead end. That's an Armadillomon, which is great. We want another one of those. Just one more, and then we can join the party. So I have this memory of Armadillomon branching off into a few insect Digimon. I think part of that is because of the Digivolution that it gets. Like the drill of knowledge. Oh man, I wonder if that's a mistranslation that got proliferated around the world. Monodramon, 110%. Not bad, not bad, not bad. That's all fine. Like, not a lot to say about all of this. It's low difficulty, it is just pure grind, but... Ooh, okay. So the series of ladders implies that there's to be something at the top. It's 100% for Armadillomon, that's very nice. So hopefully we can get everything we want out of here now. Got Armadillomon, got Monodramon, we've got Tokomon, who's over 100%, which is enough. I don't want to worry about Patamon too much. Let's just use a fireball. Oh no, I missed. A raging machine. The misses are making me rage. Let's still conserve our MP. To get a hitting and got someone. Yeah. Two goes in a row. Sneaky. Lots of damage though. I would have to use so many more items if I were without the weapons and the codes. Experience, so not quite enough. It's probably going to be about, well, it is 2 more of those fights to get a level. This? Oh, there we go. Quillamon, so that's the boss, right? It's fine, but in that case, we're going to make sure we get a level up before we go into that encounter. Hawkmon, there we go, up to 100%. That raises an interesting question, which is which Digimon do we want to keep on the party once we go back to the farm? If we've got everyone from this area, except for Gotsumon, like, sorry Gotsumon, but you're not getting used. Which of Tokomon, Armadillomon, Monodramon, and Hawkmon do we keep? Tricky. I feel like I should definitely keep Armadillomon and Hawkmon because they kind of function as a pair, especially if they're going to be DNA digivolved into Ankylomon. I mean, I guess that assumes that we actually can do, but you know, if you're going to include DNA digivolving in a game, I feel like you would make sure that you actually include the ones they use in the TV show, right? Same as if like you couldn't DNA digivolve XVmon and Stingmon into Pyldramon. That would feel like a huge missed opportunity. Oh right, it's sorry, yeah, it's Andromon and Ankylomon. So we should level Tokomon and Armadillomon. Right, because Aquilomon is used for Sylphimon, which requires Gatomon. I haven't seen of anything that could imply a way to get Gatomon yet. Unless I somehow want to kidnap the Gatomon from the farm, which would be probably unethical. Probably. It seems unethical. Plus, who's going to run the farm if I use my Gatomon as a reagent for a fusion? That doesn't seem like it's something in my interests. Oh, we are almost KO'd on Guilmon. I need to throw a heal in there after this? Even if it's just a small one. Ah, but they're one. I'm gonna risk it because they're one fight away from getting a full heal. So as long as Guilmon does not get attacked, like literally anyone else gets attacked, it'll totally be fine. Still have enough MP for 2 attacks from Coronamon. Still fine. We'll be more generous with our MP usage as well. Critical's nice. Not a KO, but it's a critical. Light tackle is fine because it's not on Guilmon. We'll go straight for the fire. Full claw. Yeah. That's plus attack from Coronamon now. Be out of MP. Yeah, can't do anything with 6 MP. So 21. So Guilmon and Snow Agumon get levels, which is great. It includes full heals. And then Coronamon is just going to need to have some more MP restoration, which is going to be one of these. I feel like we'll go for 2 so that we can be more generous in the attacks we use. So we can basically use Gatling Punch in the rest of the entire encounter. Yeah. Throw a save in. We will also throw a save state in as well. Not that I think we'll need to use save states on a playthrough like this. But you know, they're good to have just in case something goes wrong. You really expect to defeat me with those skills? How dare you mock Aquilamon, ruler of Login Mountain? I will crush you. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Cheetah, here he comes. Watch out. This is bad. He's way too strong. Let's apologize and ask for forgiveness. I mean, it's a better option than nothing. Who are you? You want to fight me too? Do you really think you can defeat me? I mean, yes, I do think that I can defeat you. Because this is the first boss encounter of the game, and it'd be pretty shoddy tuning if you died to the first boss after the amount of inadvertent grinding that I've just done. So let's just go for some Gatling punches. Ah, that's perfectly manageable. Perfectly manageable. Like again, the weapons are showing their effect, definitely. But this seems like something that could easily be done without them. We'll just spend on actual higher damaging attacks, get a crit, very nice. Oh, I don't think this is a multi-target boss. No, it's not. So something we'll see later on is enemies that take up multiple spaces on the 5-spot grid. For example, enemies that are like 3 spots wide, and that's when multiple multi-target attacks really start to show their value. Blast shot. Sounds like it would have been an AoE, which makes me glad that I didn't keep them bunched together in the middle. And there we go. Aquilamon was vanquished. 400 bird experience, which is more levels. New levels, new devils. What am I doing here? Was I fighting with you guys? It can't be. I feel lightheaded. Did I catch a virus? I'm sorry if I caused any problems while I was half asleep. I'm going home to sleep. See you later. But this is your home. I'm confused. Maybe it's just his workplace. Like he's the lord of Login Mountain, but this is just his work. He has to commute here from somewhere else. I'm sorry, he doesn't mean it. He's actually quite grateful to you. Really, thanks. It's embarrassing, but we'll apologize to Chief Glare. Alright. So, now comes the moment of truth, where we go back to the farm and go and get our Digimon. So, if I remember my way around, which I don't, not with any degree of confidence, but I'm pretty sure, yes. So this is the farm. And this is where we're going to convert some Digimon and we're going to ditch the Dot Digimon. Unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. Not unfortunately at all. Like, I only generated them, and then I knowingly acknowledge that they are not going to be appropriate for this playthrough. So we've got Tokomon, Hawkmon, Armadillomon, and Monodramon. Atamon's just a little bit short, but that's fine. I'm happy to just level Tokomon instead. Yeah. Everyone there is like a Digimon that I care about using, so that's okay by me. Let's convert everyone. Monodramon becomes so we can watch how his stats were affected by the 10%, right? Which is to say that they were not affected at all. Well, that's fine, I guess. Alright, we will call him Ryu. Not Ryo, but Ryu, because Ryu is like the Japanese words for dragon. And then we'll convert everyone else. Just 20% confer any bonus stats. I'm really hoping to get some bonus stats from somewhere. Ah yes, so his attack went up. If you saw that slightly, maybe we'll catch that on like a replay, but his attack went up from 81 to 82. So it's showing the value there, even if it's just slight. I, however, have no idea what to call this. Would it be inappropriate to call it Diglett? I feel like it'd be slightly inappropriate, but on the other hand, I just have to check the correct way to spell Diglett. Is it 1 or 2 T's? It is 2 T's. Alright. I'm gonna call it Diglett, and I'm gonna hope that the Pokemon Company don't get mad at me and like file some sort of trademark dispute. I believe it would be a trademark dispute on that one rather than copyright, but I'm not sure. So this one we're going to name in honor of Tetsuya Nomura, because Tetsuya Nomura seems to love belts in his character designs. I couldn't help but notice that Hawkmon has a belt around his head as a bandana. So that's why. And then Tokomon. You really can't skip this. Like, mash all the buttons, but it does not go away. It's a good thing to name Tokomon. Jaws feels like appropriate, but it's not going to turn into a shark, and that would eventually become irrelevant. Whereas I know it's going to go into a bunch of like flying holy Digimon. So we're going to call it Feathers. Oh, that just fits. Yeah. Feathers. Then we're going to rearrange my party. We do want to close the PC and go to the other one. I don't know why they didn't just like have one PC with 2 menus, but whatever. So, Digimon list. So we definitely want to bring Armadillomon. And definitely want to bring Pokemon. To a degree, I think like bringing Tokomon would be somewhat satisfying as well, because it will level up frequently. Yeah, trade that for Dotshine Greymon. And I guess this question like kind of answers itself, right? Since my options are either Hawkmon or Monodramon. Well, I like Monodramon more than I like Hawkmon. Like I would say that I actively like Monodramon. Alright, and then everyone from the Digibank can be put into the farm. That's all fine. So that way in the farm they'll earn, is that 80% experience? Is that to be believed? So put them on the farm. So if they earn 80% of experience, then that's fine, right? Basically creating a backup party. And then we can review all the new Digimon that we've got. So. Maybe I don't use a PC there. No, I just entered the Digifarm menu. Okay. So Armadillomon can Digivolve into Ankylomon and Dromojimon. So minimum aptitude 25. That's a nice Dromojimon as well. Ah, Dorumon, regular Dromojimon, Dorugamon, Shamamon, Gugamon, and Apemon. I quite like Apemon. You can only get Apemon after you've got Apemon? Strange. Must mean it requires DNA Digivolving or degenerating or plot-related reasons. Kind of weird, but sure. I guess I don't mind Armadillomon going down to Dorumon, but I would have liked to have gotten Ankylomon. That's fine, so his aptitude is 22, so we won't actually be able to Digivolve past that. That's interesting, so we'll have to go down to Dorumon then. Hmm. Interesting. So it probably will go to Darugamon then in that case. Well, Lord Exmon will be pleased. Tokamon, on the other hand, has an aptitude of 11. And goes into Patamon, Falcomon, or Dot Falcomon. So Dot Falcomon, I think, is version exclusive. I want to say. And I think it has an experience boosting passive, which is why, yeah, it does. Lucky Gods. So greatly increases the species experience you can obtain in battle. Yeah. That's what I was thinking of. That's why I initially got the codes, because I thought, hey, I got an experience buff. And then it turned out that the one that gives you an experience buff is exclusive to Dusk, which is kind of a shame, but not the end of the world. So our options here are Dinohumon or Adramon. Adramon requires you to have already got Adramon. That's, again, a bit of a weird condition, but sure, I guess. So Dinohumon requires you to get to level 24, while our aptitude is 38. That's a fantastically high aptitude for a rookie. Wow. So I guess we could do that. We got Chibomon, and Ochibomon gets a Vmon, and then, right, okay. Then you get XVmon and Vidramon. Well, that's pretty fantastic in that case. Even just to know that we've got access to that potential Digivolution line. So now we can see everyone in the farm on the secondary screen. Everyone just hanging out. And the question is it going to be go back to the quest counter, or is it go back to the Union Room? Right. That I can do. Just had a big drink of water. Hope you all are staying hydrated. Water is, of course, the best of all the drinks. We're back safely. Hooray. Heard about Logan Mountain from Tonpei and the others. The enemy attacked not only the city, but the entire digital world, including the Digi area. The virus the enemy unleashed has polluted the object program of Digimon and the digital world. Shocking. There's no telling what will happen next. Stay on the alert. I'm counting on you. Okay. Well then, Tonpei, Cheetah, and Kenpa, as punishment for causing everyone problems, you guys will help the systems check. The Chris, Komachi, and Pulse's work also. Oh wow. Okay. Well, I guess that's fine. You gotta take responsibility for your actions. Oh, poor Kenpa. They left her behind. Disgraceful. Terrible role models. Everyone's laughing. I'm disappointed they didn't play another, cheesy chiptunes laughing track. Okay, so, I guess we just... Oh, take on a quest. Alright, thanks Akatoriumon. I was gonna do that anyway, but, if you insist, I don't feel like it. Do not take on a quest. You don't become a great Chamer. I mean, if Akatoriumon says so, it must be good advice, right? They sure have a lot of staff at the quest counter. That's right. What are you, a Meowth? That's right. This is the Holy Species quest. This is the Dragon Species quest. This is the Aquan Species quest. This is the Bird Species quest. In the middle should be the main story quests, I think. What about here? This counters for the Union quests. If you work hard and clear many quests, sometimes the Union will call on you specifically. Yeah, so main story quests, basically. Well, I think my my requirements for species experience are quite clear at the moment. I'm definitely going to need Aquan, yeah, I'm definitely going to need Aquan experience for Snow Agumon. Now here's the thing, let's check that quest actually. Talk to Betamon in Shine Office. I just need to check, can I take multiple quests? That is going to be very important to know. You're already on a quest. Oh, okay, fine. No, I do not want to cancel the quest to find a water pillow. So was it Shine Office, right? Shine Office. Okay, I'm going to pretend that I can remember which one Shine Office was. Oh, Shine Office, cool. Hi Betamon. I like Betamon. He is a good egg. I mean, he's not an egg. He's like a little green thing with mouth and limbs and a mohawk. So what's that? Get a thing from Sunken Tunnel. Get a water pillow from Sunken Tunnel. Alright, that I can do. Let's just check our stats. Did we get a full heal? We did get a full heal as part of that narrative. Very good. And we also got full heals from all the experience we got from the Clawman. So we should have no problem then going into this area, finding the pillow and returning. So this is full of Machine and Aqua Digimon, which is fine. So again, going from memory, I think story items are in differently coloured chests. So it's like red chests for miscellaneous stuff. I want to say story items are in blue. That is 3 Digimon at once. That is a lot. Okay, let's do it like this, right? We think it'll two-shot. We'll put them all on the one on the far right. And yeah, it will two-shot, that's great. And then the other two can receive our double target AoEs. Just as planned. Even in the silly stage of the game, it is important to try and be efficient, because MP is still a very scarce resource. And weirdly, as the game progresses and you actually start leveling content, the minimum MP required to clear a fight will go up, but the amount of free MP restores that you get will go down, because if you're killing stuff that doesn't give you levels, or doesn't give you experience, then you just won't level. It's a really weird grey area to be in. Diglett learned a new skill. I'm gonna regret naming that Diglett, I just know I am. But until that moment arrives, I'm gonna revel in a silly nickname. Another nice background music, another Betamon. Another Betamon. This place is just full of Kapurimon. So, I'm trying to remember what Kapurimon goes into. So I think Kapurimon just digivolves into a couple of Machine Digimon. Hugurumon Okuamon, which is like a part beetle, part electric taser. What I don't know is what Betamon digivolves into in this game. Because normally it would digivolve into Seadramon, but Snow Agumon digivolves into Seadramon. So if Seadramon is taken, what the devil does Betamon digivolve into? If maybe some other aquatic Digimon? We'll find out. Enjoy the moment of discovery. Isn't too bad though, we're getting a good amount of Aqua experience. Definitely keep that up. To be honest, it is going to be worth doing a little bit of grinding here, just to make sure that Snow Agumon has enough to digivolve into Seadramon when the time comes. With given the encounter rate and the number of Betamons per fight, that may not be something that you need to put a great deal of effort into achieving. Or Betamon just got yeeted out of there, or yote rather. Past tense of to yeet is yote. They were yoked out of the battlefield. Gizamon. Does Gizamon have a pillow? Yep, I just found one and picked it up. If you want it, you'll have to fight me for it. I mean, that seems like an achievable challenge. One Gizamon, a rookie level aquatic Digimon. I mean, it's not getting one shot, but it's also not going to last very long. Oh no. I wonder if they're targeting the center Digimon as like an actual priority, in which case I should be putting Corona in the center. Like it's both a higher level and it's got equipment, so it's going to do a better job of taking hits. That does sound probable. I think I'm going to make that change after this fight. Mini Blade. 5 damage. Very mini. The miniest of all the blades. Deceased. Alright. 180. Oh my gosh. Just enough to get Guillermo and Snowagam on a level. Fantastic. Getting more stats. Ryu learned a skill and gained 3 levels as well. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. You're very rough, says the person with spikes on their back. If that's the case, then hurry and give it back to him. Well, I can see a treasure chest from here, so... Oh no. It involves taking the long way around. I'm not sure I want the treasure chest quite that much. Not quite. I'd like to be able to get some stuff out of here though, certainly. But perhaps I don't need to get that treasure chest just yet. Like, I know how the small quests in this game work, so you do end up coming back to a lot of these dungeons multiple times, even if it is on for short durations like this one. We kind of looked out for this one as well, and then we just stumbled into the correct path. A little bit more aqua experience. Anti-numb. So that just heals paralysis, right? If only all sewers were this, like, calming and atmospheric. Betamon, Caporimon. Probably shouldn't be going for that. Yeah, it's MP inefficient, right? I want to make sure we're using MP on everyone Digimon in the party, which means it's more efficient to get what's in with Snow Agumon and Realm. But on that note, it's also more efficient to use a 24 base power when we still know it's going to get a kill. Just makes sense. I guess we'll do some exploring. Try and get that out of the chest, maybe. Maybe. Wow. Okay. Just completely punting that baby Digimon into another city. Poor Capra. Oh. Okay, fine. No treasure chests for me. Betamon. Just the one Betamon then. Very well. Very well. Just little bits of experience. So up there is... it's blocked off by a doorway. Alright, well that tells us then we're not going to be able to get that last chest either, which is fine. We can at least take out a few of these Digimon. get yet more Aquan experience. Probably check just how much we have on Snow Agumon, just to make sure we've got enough. Don't come back to this level yet, you may not end up getting any from the subsequent ones. The stun. Such a meaningless stun given the circumstances. Like, what's the tiny thing going to do to us? Sure. Yep, blocked off. You can see the scene transition after it, so just a matter of getting to this point in the story where those gates disappear. Which will be a while. We'll get there eventually. It's all just a matter of time, chat. All just a matter of time. More levels. Delightful. How grindy do I feel is the question. I'd kind of like to grind, like, just to get Tokomon to 11, so that we can Digivolve to Patamon and get the maximum benefit. I'd also like to see how... I should really stop saying that out loud and actually just do it. Like, I need to check how much Aqua experience Snow Agumon has. I need to check his Aqua experience. I'm just going to keep saying that over and over again. We're going to check his Aqua experience. We're definitely going to check his Aqua experience. We're not going to get distracted by the next random encounter. We're trying to explore areas that we've already explored. We're going to check the Aqua experience. What are we going to do, chat? We're going to check Snow Agumon's Aqua experience. Ooh, 444. 3 of kind. Okay. So there's going to be a few fights until we get a guaranteed level. Snow Agumon has how much Aqua species experience? 390. I think it was 450 to Digivolve into Seedramon. So it is probably going to be worth grinding. It is 450 for Seedramon. Worth doing a little bit of grinding just to make sure that we have that. We can check out Guilmon as well. Did Guilmon get enough Dragon? He did not. Not quite. Needs 340. Does have enough attack to go into Growlmon though, so we could have that as a backup Digivolution. Which is a weird thing to say about its its true Digivolution, as it were. 176. That is less. Well, it's half what it needs. But really, that would require us to get to go somewhere that's got more powerful dragon enemies. Needs beast experience 700. So we've got the friendship, but only 282 beast experience. So that ain't happening yet. The rest of those have got levels to gain. Alright, we'll just walk around for a bit. We'll literally just walk around the portal. No reason to go any further, I don't think. Just gonna end up getting experience on these guys. What data to convert? Oh, didn't that, was it the second screen down? Had a triple Digimon encounter with 2 Betamons and a Kapurimon. Yeah. So we'll see what happens, whether or not that encounter can occur in other places, otherwise we'll just go there. Just gotta keep on keeping on. See, this is the place I'd expect to find Raramon, something that's literally just a pile of sludge. I mean, it could probably just be a boss encounter in here as well, just a little bit later on. But for now... Oh, farm results, sure. So... They did not gain a level, they did not gain a level, they did not gain a level. Oh, that's my party. Why show farm results and then have the first things that are on the list be non-farm Digimon? That seems like an odd thing to do. Alright, so basically, Nomura, the Hawkmon, gained 5 levels. That is totally fine. How do I quit out of this? Like, I don't really know how I did that, but sure. Felt like I should have been pressing, like, the back button to go back. Instead I was pressing confirm and it, well, confirm and it went forward. I guess it's fine too. Soon, little Tokomon, soon. You'll be a proud Patamon. Purimon, Betamon, just the 2. Well, 2 is fine. There isn't a way really to... Oh, okay. That works. That works for me. I expected him to get one shot by that, but since they've survived but are next to each other, we can just do some AoE. Ooh, nice. Love that critical. Love that crit. I'm finding a few too many Kapurimon for my liking. Oh good god. Okay. A triple Kapurimon encounter. Yeah, I guess I spoke too soon. Thing is, like, it's experience, but it's not Aqua experience. That's what I'm actually here for. Like, Snow Agumon is more likely to stay on my team than Tokomon. Tokomon's kind of just here to be DNA Digivolved, and like that kind of relies on us getting Ankylomon, sure. No, Ankylomon. No wait, yes, Ankylomon. So many names. So many Digimon. One experience. You have got to be kidding me. You are pulling my leg. Betamon. And Purimon. And Betamon. That's nice. That'll be a good amount of experience. I approve. I approve this message. So does this guy have? That's a crit. Hard to judge. I was kind of wondering if there might be a defensive bonus applied when 2 enemy Digimon are adjacent to each other. Like a cover bonus, basically. Yeah, sharp claw, just in case it KOs the Betamon. It did not. That is a shame. But, however, we've got a decent amount of Aqua experience, and Feathers reached maximum level. Which means it is time to Digivolve. I do hope you all are very excited for this exciting moment, where Feathers, the Tokomon, gets to Digivolve into... What are our options? Patamon? So-so? Falcomon is just not an option, requires level 12. That's what it is then. Digivolve Tokomon to Patamon? Yes. As far as stat increases go, like, I mean, I guess it looks modest because it's only gaining 3 speed, but it's also going down from level 11 to 1, which means once it levels back up, it'll have significantly higher stats. Well, significantly as in, like, they'll be better than in training. Yep. Feathers can stay for now. And then we have Angemon, who requires Holy Experience. That is a distinctly different experience type, which we've not seen any of yet, have we? We haven't. Also requires Friend 70, which we can get, that bit's fine. But yeah, the Holy Experience part of that will be tricky to get. Pokemon on the other hand, requiring speed 100 is basically a guarantee. It's what that really is just a level requirement. It's just them saying you need to reach this level with this Digimon so that it has speed 100. Isn't an issue. So, how is Snow Agumon doing? Does it have enough? It does have enough Aqua to Digivolve into Siegemon. That's everything I wanted out of this place then. Go back. Let's go and give Betamon their watery pillow. Strange trait to look for in a pillow, but I'm not going to ask any questions. You know, to each their own. It's all a matter of taste after all. Learned a new skill. Yep, seems fun. As I say, I don't think it's going to be anything groundbreaking as far as skills go at this stage of the game, but eventually, once we start digivolving into champions and ultimates, we'll actually get skills that we want to keep. There's a skill cap on each Digimon. I want to say it's 10 skills plus your unique ones for your species, or rather unique ones for your species cut into the limit, which usually isn't an issue because you basically just always have 9 skill slots. But right, I have to turn it in a Betamon. Occasionally you get a Digimon with 2 unique skills, like Omnimon for example, and then it cuts into your existing skills. And again, I'm not sure if 10 is the actual maximum, it might be like 8 or something, but the principle still applies, right? Occasional Digimon with 2 species unique skills, cutting into the limit for the rest. Let's get our reward. We have earned some Tamer points. 95 points. Plenty of bits. Speed Ring Alpha. Please continue to work hard for the Digimon. Oh, we will. Don't you worry. We'll work hard for all the Digimon. Let's see, do they have another Aqua quest? No. And you can't repeat the same quest. That's fine. Let's see if there's a Union quest. There is not yet. We've entered the tournament, and we've cleared Login Mountain. Okay. So we need Dragon experience for Guilmon, so let's take this quest. Find the large mushroom from Vmon in Shine Square. Seems reasonable. Can't imagine it's going to take too much to do that. So we do need to get a full heal as well. We could do that from the farm. So if that was Shine Office, this is Shine Gate. Is this Shine Hall? So many different names. Shine Square. Okay, great. There's Vmon. So you're going to do me a favour. Don't tell anyone, but I want to eat an L mushroom. Wants to take the L. Must find the L in Chip Forest. So we'll go to our farm, and then we will get a heal. Kind of, is it the bed that you have to go to get a free heal? It's just teaching us about them. Is it just entering here that gives you... Maybe it's just entering here that gives you a free heal automatically. Indeterminate. But as long as we get the heal, that's all that matters. Alright, so another new area. Let's see which Digimon are here. We have lots of different Digimon species here. Wow, Holy, Dark, Beast, Machine, and Insect. Given that I chose this place because it was a Dragon Quest, not that kind of Dragon Quest, because it was a quest for a Dragon Digimon, I expected there to be Dragon experience on offer. I am disappointed to learn that that is not the case. Never mind. We'll continue on. Pokemon. Ah. The training form of Lopmon. Not something I'm probably going to pursue, but it'd be good to keep on hand. So you never know. You never know when the Digimon's going to turn out to be useful. Maybe I should have upgraded my farm. Guess we'll take care of that after this one, if I remember. Because upgrading the farm will mean we can have more Digimon on there, and more things earning experience. Whereas where we're at right now, the Dot Digimon are kind of taking things up a little bit. No levels. 722 attack. A new skill. Another new skill. Whatever could it be? Got Forest Key. Interesting. So that will unlock some kind of gate somewhere. The question is where, but I'm sure we'll know it when we see it. Tanemon, Kokomon. Okay. More in training Digimon. That's fine. So what skill did we learn? Ice Blast. Enemy in one zone with an ice arrow. Highest base power we've got any moves so far. Looks like something like right out of RPG Maker. Although I guess a lot of these animations could be taken from RPG Maker if you think about it. A modest amount of experience. But again, this is like an early game area. I don't think it was anything. I don't think anything here is really going to give us a huge amount. Just burn the tiny little flower thing to death. I don't know if I should feel bad about them. I mean, no, but maybe just a little bit. I'll head to the left side first. Ooh, Kunemon. So Kunemon is interesting to think about because it's not likely to be a way to get Stingmon. It's certainly not likely to digivolve directly into Stingmon, but it could be. It could perhaps like share the same in training level as Stingmon. Oh, so this is where we use the Forest Key, right? So yeah, just thinking about opportunities for DNA digivolving again, like, because we've seen that there's a way for us to get XVmon by degenerating Monodramon. So if we're also able to get Stingmon, then we can potentially get Pyodramon, and then we can get what's it called? Something Dramon? Megadramon? I can't remember the name of Pyodramon's Digivolution. That is actually tragic. Gosh, what's it called? Imperial Dramon. That's it. Imperial Dramon. Imperial Dragon Monster. So we can get Imperial Dramon Dragon mode, and then we can go through the whole process of getting like Imperial Dramon Fighter mode, and then Imperial Dramon Paladin mode, and all those good things, which is like it's a whole progression tree essentially. So yeah, that could be really cool. But it also could end up being one that's actually disadvantageous to get in the early game, because if our aptitude stat isn't high enough, or if we haven't gotten enough useful techniques from other Digimon, then we could actually end up potentially going to Imperial Digimon, or even Pyre Digimon, without sufficient aptitude to digivolve into the next thing, or with a move pool that is too shallow. So those are things to consider. So probably not something we want to rush into, since there's a Digimon that I would care about more. Yep. We used a card key. We used the forest key. Well, I'm gonna go up this road ladder first. Gonna fight Gomimon. Just gonna give it some holy bolts. How dare it survive? How dare it? Only 6 experience. Oh no. I don't care about... Well, I guess I kind of do, right? Well, show me the farm results. Nomura gained 1 level. That's all fine. Oh, so we're expending Digifood. That's interesting. Need to look into ways to harvest Digifood then. That's a teleporter back to the start. We're not taking that just yet. I think I'd like to go to Digimon. I think it has potential. Like, perhaps more potential than in the Digimon that we've found so far. That is probably not an efficient use of RMP though. Like, we don't need to hit a Kunemon quite that hard. So we're gonna go through the gate. Another text, another palette swap. Oh no. That doesn't look healthy at all. Ominous Chaos Portal. Yes, there's probably only bad things on the other side of that. Well, I mean, if it leads to our quest item, then I guess that's what we gotta do. And I'm certainly glad that I split up my party at the bottom, because otherwise we'd be getting hit by AoE attacks like that. This one can have Ice Blast, just as like a warning that like, hey, you don't go using lightning attacks on me, you pesky little bug you. Get some more treasure. Ooh, a Tentomon. So again, I feel like Tentomon could potentially lead to the same situation as Kunemon, where it might share the same in training form as Wormmon, which would be the Digimon that I actually want to get. Just a question of tracking down which bug Digimon is going to be more useful. How dare you? How dare you dodge my attacks? Please receive a punch in the face. Ooh, a critical punch in the face as well. Not actually lethal damage, but useful. Not great. Not great at all. And the experience isn't that great here either. But it's something. It's definitely something. We got the large mushroom, fantastic. So that is actually the item that we needed to get from our quest giver. Gaburimon. I mean, it's too late in the area for me to consider like farming Gaburimon. It's not really a Digimon that I want to farm anyway. Like, it's gonna digivolve into things like Ogamon, maybe like Bakamon I've seen it digivolve into. But nothing groundbreaking, put it that way. And again, I'm fairly sure that this is too early in the Digimon series for them to have added Itemon to the game, I want to say. Because like the... Oh my word, Almundo Digital today is raiding with a party of 5. Thank you Almundo Digital for the raid. Welcome to Digimon World Dawn. Hope you're all having a good day. Let's save the digital world indeed. Well, now we've got to go through this ominous portal. Hello. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the party. So we're just enjoying the early game of Digimon World Dawn right now. Got a little party so far. We've got a Coronamon, Guilmon, Snow Agumon, and I'll just show you guys who's on backup as well. We have got... What have we got? Not that screen, but that screen. We've also got Armadillomon, Patamon, and Monodramon, so we're very early game at the moment, but it's just the start of this playthrough. Since you've arrived, let's go and save the digital world and dump through this portal. Oh my, this is ominous. One of the best RPG Digimons. So I do agree, the DS Digimon games are definitely some of the better series. My only stipulation is I think the PS4 ones are even better than that. Like, I would say that, I guess, kind of overall, the 3 PS4 Digimon games are just the best in the franchise. Now that might be heresy to say that, like, Digimon World Next Order is better than the first Digimon World, but I feel like it adds so many quality of life improvements, as well as, like, giving you more to do with having 2 Digimon, and also creating a form of objective-oriented gameplay with the Digivolution requirements, that you actually feel like you know what you're doing. And yes, Monodramon is a classic. I'm going to enjoy taking him all the way to the end of his Digivolution line. Oh gosh. Cyber Sleuth has a great story, but a lack of RPG mechanics. I do... Yeah, there is definitely something to that, Mr. Shadow Creeper. Or Mrs. Shadow Creeper, or Mx Shadow Creeper. But yeah. So, the mechanics on Cyber Sleuth definitely aren't super tight. Like, because of the way that damage is calculated in that game, the end game seems to entirely be based around piercing attacks. Especially if you're playing the game on the highest difficulty, you essentially have to track down like the handful of Digimon that have piercing special attacks, and then use those to clear the late game bosses, because everything else just doesn't have a sufficient damage output. Mr. Shadow Creeper 606, there you go. Oof. I feel like this is definitely not a place that I should be in. Like, I'm just fighting rookies against rookies, which you would expect to be fine. But I'm kind of trying to do it without using too many healing items. And I've already got the item that I wanted to get out of here. Like, I got the large mushroom for Vmon, so there isn't really... Well, I mean, I guess that's kind of the reward for being here, right? Let's heal. Let's be smart and heal. So we're going to heal by 150. Snow Agumon. Aha! Fantastic. Thank you, the Balthazar, for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the stream. I'm gonna squash some bugs. Yeah, here we have different aspects like that in the punching equipment. So, yeah, from what I remember on Cyber Sleuth, equipment was just related to accessories. Oh gosh, this could go bad. Whereas at the moment, if you're a veteran of this game, you'll kind of know what I'm on about. I've got the legend equipment from one of the codes, so it's kind of giving me an early game buff to my damage output, which, given that I'm exploring a little bit beyond my means, is definitely required. I think we'll be fine here. Tiny bomb. Yes, that is very tiny. The tiniest of bombs. I'll throw out some Gatling punches. Hmm. Not a worry. Plenty of experience. Oh, this is your first Digimon game. Wow. I'm glad it made you love the franchise. So I think I started with Digimon World on the PlayStation 1, and then had sort of a sporadic progression from there. I imported Digimon World 2, which was also on the PlayStation 1, because I'm in the UK, and it wasn't officially released, so hence me importing it. And that's a very interesting take on the franchise, because it's got the whole dungeon crawling thing. It's interesting to see, like, even if you just want to watch videos of it or try it out on an emulator, but probably not one to play so much. But it was the first kind of PS1 like RPG style Digimon, and then I also imported the third one as well, which I thought wouldn't get released in the UK, but then did, and actually had a few extra features, like actually letting you continue after you beat the game. So that kind of bit me in the backside a little bit. That is not enough experience. I would definitely say like the first Digimon game I would consider to be like one of the classics that I remember from the PlayStation 1. I know there were like a lot of different sort of monster type games around that era. Ooh, a Kumamon. But yeah, like I remember playing a lot of Digimon World 1, a lot of Monster Rancher. Like anything that had monster in its name, I would certainly have been interested in. 4 is Dark Souls. So I never played the 4th one. I had like a friend who had it, and I watched him play it, and I just was not interested at the time. I don't remember what I was playing at the time. I think I was playing a lot of, well, that was it, Phantasy Star Online. I had Phantasy Star Online on GameCube, and I was playing a lot of that. Like, not actually online, but I was just playing it, and it was good. It's a great game. Again, like, very grindy, but, you know, you spend a lot of that game chasing rare drops, so it's its own reward mechanism. Oh dear. That's a throwback right there. Maybe need to pay a little bit more attention. Oh, but Kumamons. I kind of don't think Kumamon's gonna be worth getting though. So I'm trying to min-max a little bit here, in that I want the Digimon that I raise to be potential DNA Digivolution candidates, without actually knowing what the DNA Digivolution options are. So I'm basing everything off my knowledge of the anime, which is why I've got Armadillomon and Atamon being leveled, because when they digivolve into Ankylomon and Angemon, they'll be able to DNA Digivolve. In theory. If you've played this before, and you've played all the way through, which I haven't, I got like halfway through and then abandoned it because the game is kind of a grind fest. But your knowledge of DNA Digivolving will probably surpass mine. But if you have any hints and tips, please do post them in the chat. I would be happy to receive any assistance. I can imagine it was probably a nightmare, yeah. I think I remember doing one on like my playthrough of Dusk like years ago, and I got Sanglupmon, like the sort of like wolf Digimon with blades on its feet, because it's Digimon, of course, if you've got to put weapons on something, otherwise it's not a real Digimon. Music's a bit high. Well, that's easy to turn down. I think I'll turn the music down in the app. There we go. Just down a little bit. Okay, so that is a quest completed. Let's see how that goes. So it's Shine Square, I want to say. Yes. Which I think I remember was up here. Speak to Vmon. Get Belphamon BM. Do you mean Belphamon Beast Mode? Is that Belphamon Rage Mode? I only know 2 modes for Belphamon, like Belphamon Sleepy Mode and Belphamon Rage Mode. Maybe my names are just wrong. I have to do 2 or 3 Digivolutions, DNA Digivolutions, and nobody tells you what Digimon you have to fusion all the stats needed. Oh dear. I hope that's information that's like available in an FAQ or a wiki or something. Not that I would want to chase down Belphamon specifically, but you know, there are other DNA Digivolution Digimon that I would want to get. Balthazar. Not quite. Not quite Balthazar, not quite Belphamon, who alternates between a sleepy ball of satanic puff and an angry rage demon who will destroy your face. Actually, I remember Belphamon Rage Mode was one of the better Digimon on the Cyberswift games because his special attack pierces defense, which was the defining mechanic of the endgame in that game. Okay, plenty of bits. Plate. Not too bad. Yeah, that was another like balance issue on the Cyberswift games. A lot of the Digimon with piercing attacks are virus type, which can cause problems in certain situations. Usually problems in the arena when you're against vaccine types. I think it's less of an issue against the story because a lot of the endgame story bosses don't have types. I'm not going to spoil the name of any endgame bosses in that game, like just in case anyone hasn't played the Cyberswift games. But I'm pretty sure they just don't have a type attached to them. And if you haven't played the Digimon Cyberswift games, they're a good play. They're all available on Steam as like a double pack, and if you're, I think in most countries there's a Steam sale on right now for the Lunar New Year, so check it out. Not that the Steam is like sponsored by Steam or by Digimon or by Bandai Namco or anything, just they're good fun. But let's check out Digimon to see what's what. I don't think anyone can Digivolve yet, but let's keep on top of it. Not Spawnmon. Right, Gilmon I remember needs like level 21 and a pile of dragon experience, which, despite me doing a dragon quest and thinking that I would earn dragon experience, I did not get. Snow Agumon, who needs level 24, but we have the Aqua experience, which is fine. And these guys, who again I'm quite sure aren't anywhere near it. I think it's going to be at least level 20, at least, to Digivolve anyone else. So priorities then are to upgrade the farm with the money that we've earned, and to convert some Digimon. Oh, that looks like useful information, Shadow Creeper. To get Beelzemon Blast Mode, you have to fusion Beelzemon and Bancho Leomon, which is another DNA Digivolution because you have to have him previously. Now that's actually, I'm very interested in Beelzemon Blast Mode. That is probably my favorite Digimon. He's very, very cool, and you can thank Season 3 of the anime for that. Big fan of Beelzemon Blast Mode. So, gonna have to look that up at some point. Bancho Leomon. Bancho Leomon I remember being like good in the games that he appears in. Not one that I'm like particularly drawn to, but I do find it interesting when they've redesigned like other Digimon into like a Bancho form. I recently saw the design for Bancho. Is it Bancho Lilymon or Bancho Rosemon in the trading card game, and it's got the the same kind of design aesthetic where you've got like a black leather jacket and stuff. But she's got like these sort of rose whip yo-yos, which is, it's very on theme for a plant Digimon. Tried to grind for it, hated it. Yeah, so the grind on this game is real. It's not the best, and it's why I gave up on this version of the DS games specifically. Like I own the cartridge for the first Digimon World DS, And that was fine for the most part. It didn't seem as grindy or as painful. But yeah, this one is quite fun. But you know, I'll keep on keeping on. Definitely play the story. May not do too much of the post game, but we'll just see how it takes us. Just gonna get these to get some food, since I noticed that my Digimon were working on the farm, but we're kind of starving. Bancho Leomon, Bancho Lilymon, Bancho Mamimon, Bancho Golemon, and Bancho Stingmon. Yeah, so those are the ones that I'm aware of so far. Modify. We can't expand our farm yet. That's a shame. Can I buy a second farm? No, I need more money. Well, fine then. So I was prepared for this. Like I've said already, but the Dot Digimon that I've got, I don't really anticipate using very much. Like Dot Shine, Shine Greymon is just too overpowered to use in the early game, because you know it's giving you a free Mega. It would just annihilate everything it touches. Ooh, the people that are translating Story Lost Evolution and Supercross Wars finish them soon. So it's funny you should mention that, because I was googling for those the other day when I was like deciding what I should stream, and since I've got a like little DS streaming profile set up on OBS, and I was initially thinking of doing a modded Soul Silver or Heart Gold playthrough, and then it turned out that the mod that I was looking at was actually going to get a version 2.0 soon, air quotes. But the developer announced it last year, and then has just basically adjusted his development targets, so it's now kind of a bit of an unknown. But yeah, I looked into whether those translations had gone anywhere and didn't see anything yet. But yeah, I would absolutely do like a Lost Evolution playthrough if there is an English patch. I've also totally lost track of what I was doing because I've been talking too much. We're going to put some equipment on some people, because we've earned some, so let's use it. So they have the exact same defense stat. I was going to use that as a tiebreaker. Well, Gilmon is the slowest, so let's give him some gear. Oh, that's interesting. So you get 3 equipment slots, but it's not restricted to types. So you could have 3 weapons or 3 armors or 3 rings. Huh. Didn't expect that. That could be an interesting factor at some point. Patch creators are angry at their fans. Oh no, that's not a good situation to be in. Like I am not aware of the details of that situation at all. I imagine it's probably got a lot of going on, but yikes. Yes, my Digimon is starving. I'm sorry. Please don't report me to the RSPCA. We're gonna put down those food items for the farm that we purchased. I'm not going to pretend that I remember what they even do, but I'm going to put them down all the same. Farm Island list. So this farm, which has a capacity of 4, right? So set farm goods, right, sure. Ah, so 2 was the right number to buy then, that's good. That means we're using a maximum 8 out of 8. Is that 8 out of 8 gigahertz? Oh no, that's memory. And DPU is registered in gigahertz. I mean, that's frequency rather than capacity, but whatever. I'm not going to be picky about what unit of measurement they're using. Right, let's take another look at our DigiConvert list, see who's ready to come out of their shell, as it were. I don't remember getting anyone from the forest, but it's good to check all the same. We didn't get anyone from the forest. We did get Betamon and Kapurimon from the sewers, so it does look like 200% is the maximum. I was wondering. We can see what Betamon digivolves into. I can have another drink of water. is important to stay hydrated. I have no idea what to name this Betamon. This is probably going to be a Digimon that spends a lot of its time living in the farm, but all the same, it needs. I'm just going to call it Beta. Unless anyone wants to nickname it. Like, the first person to shout out nickname in the chat can nickname this Betamon. And thank you for the follow as well, Shadow Creeper. I know you're BRB right now. Does no one have any ideas for a nickname for a Betamon? I mean, I can just call it Beta, that's fine. I think it's a type of fish, right? Like a beta fish? I want to say that's correct. Siamese fighting fish, also called betas, with 2 T's. Okay. I mean, that feels like a suitable name then, for as long as it stays aquatic. Is that going to look more like a typo? This is why I shouldn't be trusted to name characters. I'm just going to call it Beta, and we'll probably change it when it digivolves. Capurimon. Right. What do we name Capurimon? That is the question. It's a metal helmet, and they are spiky. It kind of looks like a raccoon, but I'm pretty sure that's not a trait that will persist through digivolving. I mean, it's woefully generic, but I will just call it Spike. Like, it's a common pet name, right? Lots of people name a dog Spike, or their pet Stegosaurus. Like, whichever, you know, whichever one you happen to have in your life. And I know what I'd choose personally, but you know, you guys do you. So we're gonna swap out the Digimon on the farm and the Digimon on the bank. So because we don't intend to use the dot Digimon, we're gonna put them back in the bank. We're just gonna swap them for some new things. Welcome back, Shadow Creeper. So in your absence, we have generated 2 new Digimon. We have got Betamon and Capurimon. And we're just putting them on the farm, and we're putting Dot Agumon and Dot Shine Greymon into the Digibank. Because they probably skew the other game a bit too much. Definitely this guy, which is like a mega that you can just get. There is a space between the DS screen, and you can put the chat there. I definitely could. Yeah, so I'll probably... I mean, let's just see how easy it is to do that in OBS quickly. The answer is not quickly. Well, that's one for the next stream. But that is useful feedback to have. This is the most active, the Furumon, best baby, evolves to Hugurumon. I'm a fan of Hugurumon, specifically when it goes all the way up to Hyandramon. Like, Hyandramon is very cool. But is that a reason to include Hugurumon on the team? Is it a reason to bring him in? I'm so bad at this UI. Probably not yet. Maybe once these guys do get evolved. Or if I somehow, like, get tired of one of them. Hugurumon card for, like, the card game. Actually, it's funny you should mention cards. I tried out the Digimon trading card game app on my phone today, or yesterday rather, and it was pretty fun. It does a good job of teaching you how to play and teaching the mechanics. Andramon fan, Mugandramon fan. Ah yes, Mugandramon, also known as Machine Dramon, depending on which version you're playing and how it's localized. But yeah, another big fan of that. Yeah, I was chatting to a friend yesterday, and we remarked how often Mugandramon / Machine Dramon, how often they appear as an antagonist in all the different games. Like, it's very, very frequent. But even in the 2020 anime sort of remake slash reimagining, Machine Dramon still makes an appearance there, and I wouldn't be surprised if it makes another appearance as the series continues. Wasn't paying too much attention to that one, was kind of just talking. Probably gonna have to read that again. What quest am I on? Right. Talk to Patamon in Shine Square about getting some red shoes. Wow. I think Shine Square was like down here. Is that right? Yeah, because it's where we found Vmon, and Vmon was like here, and Patamon's here. Classic villain. Yeah, I quite like the take that they're taking with Machine Dramon in the season, the recent season. And if you haven't seen it, it's worth a watch on like Crunchyroll, even if you're just watching it on like the free version of Crunchyroll. So I guess I won't spoil it because it's quite cool how they bring him in. But once you get to that part of the series, it's quite interesting to see how they've integrated him in and what they could possibly do with it in the future. You're watching it, so you'll know what I mean then. Good. Very good. So since I talked over all of that Digimon's dialogue, we want to get paint oil in Login Mountain. So I think what the plan will be to complete this quest and then to finish up the stream and go to bed. Otherwise, I will end up playing past midnight, and this is not good for my sleeping pattern. Yeah, I agree. Like seeing more evolutions, like more evolutions for the same Digimon in the one show has been really interesting. Like, I don't want to spoil too much again, but when Pegasusmon showed up, that was a real surprise that I did not expect. And the two mode changes on those other two Digimon are also very, very cool. Although one thing I will say about the 2020 season, like one small I guess gripe I have with it is scale and size. I don't know, it's probably just to do with like the way that they're animating things, but like the scale of certain Digimon between different shots or scenes is like wildly inconsistent. It's really hard to get a sense, say, of like how big Metal Greymon is, when it's like size changes from shot to shot. And yeah, I know like size has always been something completely wild, and I was mentioning it earlier on the stream in regards to Examon in Cyber Sleuth, and the difference between the size of the player's Examon and the storyline Examon. But to change like even within adjacent shots is just a bit jarring to me. Not that it like detracts that much from anything else. Right, let's vanquish these flappy little critters. It makes me wonder if the encounter table changes here, depending on what quest you're on. Because I didn't get a full Digimon when I was here on the storyline mission. Alas, this is not a game where you can just go and look at the entire encounter table on Bulbapedia or Digipedia. There's a dude on Twitter called Homeostasis that have done a page with all the highlights of Digimon that appeared in the anime in different seasons. Oh wow. That sounds like an interesting page to see. I wonder like who is like the tallest Digimon? It's gotta be something like colossal, right? Like maybe like the D Reaper, or I guess maybe Yggdrasil if Yggdrasil counts. Examon and Grace Novamon. Examon I know. Grace Novamon, is that the DNA Digivolution of Apollomon and Dianamon? Am I just gonna need to quickly Google that? Grace Novamon. Yes it is. Oh wow, it's the Galaxy Digimon. Oh right, okay. So it's big because it represents a galaxy, like Gurren Lagann. Like the ending of Gurren Lagann. Spoilers if you haven't seen the ending of Gurren Lagann. But in the ending of Gurren Lagann, they go to galaxy scale and beyond. Yeah, Grace Novamon is as big as the universe. That's yeah, that's big. That definitely qualifies as big. Is this what we were looking for? It is what we were looking for. Fantastic. That was actually a lot quicker than I thought it would be. In fact, that's too quick. I'm not going to end the stream in that case. I'm going to do another quest, which in fact will pretty much wrap up all of the tier 1 quests. Yeah, the encounter table definitely changes depending on... Maybe not depending on what quest you're on, but maybe they just use a muted encounter table for the first mission. That would make sense. Don't limp you against too many difficult enemies when you're just starting out. So we'll go back the way we came. Some unique for each mission. Oh no. Oh no, that's a terrible thing to say. Unique wild encounters for each mission. That sounds like missable content. That is like the one thing I kind of hate in role-playing games. Is a missable content. Oh. I'm happy to grind for content if it needs to be grinded, or like to just actively seek out difficult content if that's what they need to do. But to have like missable things just can often be quite a bummer. Because like if you're doing a fresh playthrough, right, and you don't even know it's missable, you just miss out on the thing, and that can potentially mean needing to do a completely fresh playthrough, which is not often a great use of time. I had an experience with that with Shadowrun actually, not Shadowrun, with Cyberpunk, which is very much like Shadowrun, in that I had not quite done everything I needed to do to get the secret ending, without not even knowing that there was a secret ending at all. And it turned out that in order to get the secret ending, I would have had to start a completely new playthrough, which I wasn't prepared to do, because at that point I was like 120 hours on the playthrough, where I'd done everything else. And I 100% the game, and ended up doing all 4 of the like endings that actually give you achievements. So I didn't feel like I was missing out on a huge amount, but yeah, there's a little bit of missable content there. But hey, I think that's probably the least of Cyberpunk's problems. Casually punching Patamon. Up. Unique encounters 1 or 2 per mission, and they rotate. I mean, that doesn't sound too bad. And I don't want to like spoil too much for the for myself by like looking up encounters or anything like that. Like I'm happy to define this as a casual playthrough. You know, even if I say that like, oh, I want to get Beelzemon Blast mode and stuff, you know, if I can't do that in the mostly natural flow of gameplay, then I'm happy to just seek out the Digimon, because you know, it's not like there aren't plenty. There are more than enough Digimon to get in this game. I'm a bit worried about Gilmon's moveset. Like, Gilmon hasn't learned any moves throughout the entire leveling process. Ah, okay. I see what you mean. So for this one, for example, we've encountered lots of Patamon and a few Hawkmon, but we haven't actually encountered Monodramon at all. Right. That's not too bad then. And given that I've actually gotten, like, all of the ones that you've listed, I don't feel too bad about it. Cool. Right, let's turn this... Oh no, oh no. That's the wrong way. That's definitely the wrong way. Right, let's go and turn in this quest at Shine Square, which I totally remember the location of. Yes? Yes. I swear this place is like a maze. Oh wait, what? He needs bark and paint oil? Well, okay then. Guess I need to find some bark. Did Patamon say where the bark was? I mean, logically the bark would be in the forest, right? Like, where else would you put the bark? Yeah, I have sort of struggled in getting around the smaller areas as well. Like even just these small early stage questing locations, just because there are so many random encounters, and places do kind of look the same a lot of the time as well. Okay, so we're here and we're looking for some bark. There are plenty of trees around. You think you could just chop a bit off? Mushroomon. Ah, so Mushroomon wasn't on the encounter table the first time I came here. It's also not a Digimon that I'm particularly interested in getting, but it's there. Burn the trees? No, save the trees. I mean, I don't know if the digital world relies on trees for photosynthesis or not, but still, it's important to save the environment, you know? Gotta do your part. Burn the Woodmon. There are no Woodmon here yet. Or are there? Maybe every tree is actually a Woodmon, and they're just in disguise, waiting for their moment to strike. That is like an unfortunately placed piece of foreground right there. 20 experience. Again, not much experience per fight at the moment. Trevenant is displeased with this. I feel like Trevenant is what happens like after you've burnt the trees. Like that's why Trevenant is a ghost and grass type. Like because it's already been burnt. But also like Trevenant can use Will-O-Wisp, which is a move for burning other Pokemon. In fact, I've got a Trevenant with Will-O-Wisp. Burn a future Woodmon. Burning future Woodmons. I mean, I can't fault the logic, right? Like, yeah, it's a future Woodmon. That's a lot of encounters. Wow. So by the same logic, then, are we like fulfilling the plot of the second Digimon movie, like defeating Kokomon, right? Because it eventually digivolves into evil Kirpimon or Cherubimon, however you want to translate that. I'm killing angels. Preemptively killing angels in their Bailey baby form. Spoilers, God. I mean, I don't know about you, Sean, but the Digimon movies were my first exposure to All Star by Smash Mouth, which is of course a fine song indeed. So if you watch the first Digimon movies for no other reason, you should watch them because of the soundtrack. There's a lot of like 90s American rock in there, I think. Like, I guess that's clearly where all their budget went. Shrek. Yeah, I think it's because more people have seen Shrek than have seen Digimon. Oh wow. I haven't. I think I've seen Shrek like once, and I don't even remember All Star cropping up. Like it was that long ago, and I only watched it once, and clearly not very attentively either. Gummimon. I wonder if Gummimon tastes good. Like a gummy sweet. Probably not something you should ever consider. Like, don't eat Digimon. They're friends, not food. Take that, vile tree. Oh my word, I've spent like the early portion of this game just kicking babies. do as I say, chat, not as I do. Don't eat the babies, unless you're trying to save the digital world. The takeaway from Shrek is the best way to escape a dragon encounter is to fuck the dragon, and so was every D&D game with a bard ruined forever. That is like, I feel like that's become woefully common. Digimon lets you kill babies. I mean, yeah, so like Digimon, I think is definitely full of more mature themes than Pokemon, that's for sure. Like, Digimon is actually willing to let characters die, or undergo like severe psychological trauma. Maybe that's why I like the third season most, because it has the most of that. Like, whether it's Leomon or Jerry, you know, people do nearly die, or do suffer like extreme psychological trauma and or depression. Or Leomon. Whenever Leomon shows up in anything now, I'm just like waiting for him to die. We've got a call. People have leveled up. One on Numemon. Nomura. Nomura is my Hawkmon. Which perhaps should be something that I should explain. Maybe. Maybe not. So if any of you've like seen Tetsuya Nomura's character designs, you'll quickly realise that the man likes belts. Well, I noticed that Hawkmon has a belt around its head as a bandana, which is why my Hawkmon is named Nomura, because they both share a fondness for belts. As someone that shares a fondness for bandanas, I've never had to wear it as a belt. You know, maybe one day I'll need to. Just not right now. I've also just noticed that these Gummimon offer Holy experience, which I do need. It's strange to think that like kicking babies could be the most efficient way to get Holy experience. That doesn't seem very holy to me. Oh, well, on the other hand, the Catholic Church does have something of a history of child abuse, but perhaps let's not go into that too heavily. The only real character designs are designs with hot cosplay in mind. I mean, Digimon definitely also has a penchant for that. Like, you only have to look as far as Angelmon to realise what they were thinking there. Where is the bar? Not there. Kunemon. Ba, ba, ba. Okay. Oh gosh, this encounter rate. It's so harsh. Oh gosh, is it a swarm of Kunemon? Oh no, it's a Woodmon. It's a young Woodmon. Well, I mean, I gotta do it justice. My top rookies. That's a tough question. No, that's not really a tough question. So Hugurumon, I like. Candlemon, quite like as well. A lot of his Digivolutions. Dynasmon, very cool Mega. What else? Monodramon, of course. Again, like a lot of these are kind of justified by their Digivolutions a little bit. I mean, definitely are, to be honest. But yeah. Candlemon, Monodramon, Hugurumon. Trying to think of things that aren't just like the protagonists' rookies from like the TV show or what have you. I guess if I had to pick one, I'd probably pick Gilmon though. Like, I felt like Gilmon had the most personality. I mean, that was probably partly down to the fact that season 3 had fewer Digidestined, so there was more room to characterize the characters and the Digimon. Everyone is adorable. Momentai. Everyone is adorable. That's very true. Um, the thing about Terriermon is that Terriermon is the best thing about his Digivolution line, and that I wouldn't really ever want to use the rest of them. Terriermon or Lopmon? Oh, can I not just have both? I really like the way that Lopmon is voice acted in season 3. Like, Lopmon is definitely the more mature sibling. One has to die. Oh man. Gosh, is it Lopmon? I think it might be Lopmon. Like, I think somewhere between like the potential transgressions, like relating to the movie, Lopmon might be a liability to keep it around. I mean, someone's going to be sad in that situation no matter what, right? I'm totally getting stumped by these guys as well. Let's review the situation, right? So that's the one that's going to go next, so I should make sure I KO that one. I want to try not to use items, but if I need to, I will. But I've got a few turns to go yet, so this should be fine. My layout is not good against Kunemon. Yeah, so I haven't like thought about the layout too heavily, other than like I just spread people out so that they weren't adjacent to each other. But I mean, I did see that like there was a lightning attack that Mega Seadramon had in like the opening tutorial, which was like hit the center and hit the sides. And yeah, I am basically playing right into that attack if it shows up on something else. That was mostly fine, however. But let's just use some healing items. So my rationale behind having gaps was to not get hit by area of effect attacks, which admittedly hasn't been super useful because no one's really used them since the opening fight. But yeah, if the logic is that they support each other next to them, then I'll try that out for a bit. Still need to find this bark though. Oh, Gaburimon. Oh no, I'm out of MP. This is a tragedy. Choose move a moment, sure. Oh, I see what you mean. Right. So everyone provides a support bonus to people next to them. Gotcha. So based on that, then I should probably put Guilmon in the middle so it's providing attack support to people. I see. Very interesting. Thank you. Thank you for that. Right, let's kill this goblin. Another level for Feathers the Patamon. So there's the exits. There's an evil portal full of death and doom. There's a young Woodmon. I'm skeptical about going through that and surviving it. I think this feels like a lot of work to go through just to get one piece of bar. Well, I guess we gotta try. Really hope I've got the right place, and I haven't, like, gone somewhere incorrect. Well, I mean, if the only thing to come out of this is getting more scan data for Kumamon, then I guess that's fine. Kumamon is, you know, good Digimon. Oh no. No, that's not good. That's not good at all. Yay! Did I get a level yet? Yeah, but not in the Digimon I was hoping for. Okay. Let's just make sure we heal Guilmon. We do. This is a strange feeling, because it seems like the Digimon inside the portal are actually easier encounters than the ones outside, since all of these are just single fights. Still, I'm not going to complain. I was kind of getting worn down by everything outside of here, so I don't mind it being a little easier. Not a well-balanced... yeah, yes, definitely. Not a well-balanced game. %, scan data for Tentamon. That's good to see. Might have a use for that at some point. Not sure what its in training form will be, but I want to find out. Just for the chance that it digivolves into Stingmon. Well, Wormmon and then Stingmon. I feel like this is kind of the wrong way. Like, corrupted cyberscape probably isn't going to be the place where you find bark. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay. So we need to just like single target things down wherever possible. That helps. That definitely helps. Not quite enough, but it helps. Okay. That was very, wow, one damage, even from a critical hit. That is charitable. I'll take it. I'll take it. So much for being easier. Tiny bomb. Sure. Okay. Speed down. Favorable. Alright. I think we can survive this without dying too horribly. Oh, Guilmon. Guilmon is in such a bad spot right now. Like, low on HP and on MP. Hang on. Let's take out Gaburumon, because Gaburumon's turn is next. You're gonna take it out. Yes, just about. I'm just gonna, like... Oh, what? You can't, like, swap location to someone else. Okay then. I guess I can't do that. I guess I'll defend? Like, kind of meh, but hoping to get a level up soon, so... Yeah, I don't want to heal right before getting a level up, because that feels like it'd be wasteful. Okay, great. Please give me lots and lots of experience points. 63. It's not enough. In fact, I could repeat that entire encounter and it still wouldn't be enough to get Guilmon level, because Guilmon needs 64. Well, just give out a bit more healing then. And yeah, I definitely agree. It is weird to see Seadramon Digivolve from Snow Agumon instead of Betamon. That is the Digivolution line that I'm used to. Like I don't mind. I chose this set of starters because of Mega Seadramon, like very much like him. In fact, I'd probably add Betamon to my list of my favourite rookies actually. Again, for that sort of line, going from Betamon, Seadramon, Mega Seadramon, Metal Seadramon, Giga Seadramon, if you want to count that as well. Who, from the looks of things, requires DNA Digivolving, which is probably going to be a nightmare. But hey, we'll figure it out. Bearmon looking so cute. Bearmon about to get punched in the face. I'm sorry, Lord Examon, but it's going to happen. Although maybe not this turn, because it's more efficient to put my AoE over here. Squish. I'm sorry, Bearmon. Is it Bearmon or is it Kumamon? Like, I feel like they've used both names within the localization, and like the untranslated names at this point. Ah, they're back here. I was trying to like click on the Digimon there to attack it. It wasn't having any of it. Ooh, a Thunder Robe. Okay, that could provide some much needed defense. And I hope it's actual defense and not just like thunder resistance. Like thunder resistance would be fine, sure, but actual defense would be better. Yeah, 9 defense and 30 thunder resistance. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Seems like something an aquatic Digimon would actually need. Okay, so this clearly wasn't the way for us to get any bark. Oh man, it just brought us back where we were. Oh, that's painful. That's super painful. Three enemies again. I mean, 3 enemies is likely to give me enough experience points to level, which is great. Yeah, still kind of worrying. Raging Beast. Resist Earth down. See, that was my concern about putting Digimon next to each other, is that like it opens me up to area of effect attacks like that. Use the gate disc to return, heal, and buy. That's probably the right move, isn't it? Probably the right move. Which somewhat inevitably means that I'm going to try and min-max the situation and get effective healing out of a level up. It is the way. Like, if this gives me a decent amount of healing, decent amount of experience, it'll be enough to level up, yes. So there we go. So they level up, they get full heals, that's HP and MP, and all of a sudden I'm in a fantastic position. Life is good. But I still don't know where the bark is. Oh my god. What is this? I don't even... I am getting destroyed. Oh god. What is this? What is my life? Half the encounter rate and duplicate the experience given. That sounds like a very useful improvement. Yeah, I would totally go for that. It's funny actually because that would like you would kind of end up with the same amount of experience for the amount of time that you invest, right? Because you're fighting half as many enemies but earning twice as much experience. But yeah, that would mean if you were grinding and deliberately seeking out encounters, you would level up faster, which the game kind of needs. Like, whenever you end up in a situation where you need to grind species experience, it's always kind of a nightmare. Like, wouldn't want to stream that. Would not want to stream, like, hours of me just killing the same Digimon over and over again. Even though that's kind of what this is now, because I'm a bit lost and don't know what the quest item that I need is. But I swear I'll figure it out. Okay. Well, we got a lot of healing from that to compensate for all of the death. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's heal. Actually, let's just use let's use a gate disc because I think I know what I need to do. We just go to Patamon and confirm where the next quest item is. Because I get the impression it's not there. We've explored the whole place and we got nothing to show for it. So either it's just back in Login Mountain where the first one was. But I'm kind of just gonna Google that right now. Just gonna get a heal. Yep, full heal just for walking right through the door. Oh yeah, the bark is totally in Login Mountain. And here I was thinking logically, thinking that the forest would be where you got bark. Check right. So the thing about the Tamer menu is that it doesn't tell you the destination of the bark. It only says that you should get it. Although admittedly you probably reasonably think that if it just doesn't say to change the area, you would stay in the same area. Perhaps. But you might also think it was reasonable to find bark in a forest. You know, maybe. Not today. Not today, Gatomon. We are gonna... Yeah, it is even flagged on there as the quest target still. Trying to be too clever for my own good, clearly. Well, I guess we're gonna kick some more babies. Digimon, it's a wholesome game, honest. It's a wholesome, family-friendly game. Oh no, is this where you, have I mortified you by kicking the Tokomon? I mean, I'm an equal opportunity kicker. I'll gladly kick everyone. You know. When you kick them, the experience points fall out. That's a lot of Hawkmon now. Wow. Oh gosh, I need some AoE. Like, I need some good AoE. Resistance down. Restaurante. For anyone wondering why I just randomly said Restaurante, I'm sneakily doing a Duolingo lesson just before it turns midnight so that I don't lose my streak. Like, I have a streak freeze, but I don't want to use it. So yeah. It's not too bad. They're yeah, they're going down manageably. Will it be good experience? Mm-hmm. The thing is, that's good experience, and it's actually good drops. Like, healing items are very, very essential, it seems, in this game. So it's nice to see that it gives them out quite generously from random encounters. Duoing WoW will break my legs. I mean, I have plenty of gems to give the Duolingo WoW. Duo is the guy's name, right? Oh, you did say break the adult's legs, right? I guess let's kill Patamon first. Kill is such a cruel word to use there. Like, are we killing them? Are we KOing them? Are we deleting them? Like, are we absorbing their data and assimilating it into ourselves to become stronger? Probably a level of seriousness that Digimon doesn't really warrant. Murder. I think you've played too much Hades, Balthazar. Or not enough Hades. Can you ever play too much Hades? Oh gosh, a 700 streak, wow. That's like, yeah, that's 2 years, gosh. So when I was taking German classes, which ironically isn't what I'm currently doing on Duolingo, we had a member of our class who was on a 1,000-day streak. And that she said that she would be mortified if she ever broke it, but she didn't, not for all of the time that I knew her, and you know, that was astonishing. But I've got like a 450-something day streak on Duolingo Spanish at the moment, so that's the highest I've ever gotten. Despite the fact that I did German on Duolingo and I care about German more, in air quotes, in the sense that I have like German heritage. So I guess I mentally think of it as being more relevant to my identity or my personhood or what have you. I don't know. It's not a big deal. Kill Patamon. Okay. So I've not played Don't Starve. I'm not sure it has the same appeal as Digimon. More healing items. I could get used to this place. Like, the healing item drops are very, very generous. So many Hawkmons. Well, every Hawkmon is essentially like a pinata, full of treasure. That's how to think of it. Just happy flying pinatas, full of cheap healing items. Oh wow. If you get an animal in your inventory and don't starve, the option you get to turn it into meat is labelled murder. I mean, I guess they're making their stance on like vegetarianism very, very clear. Like, meat apparently is murder. I mean, they're not wrong. It is quite tasty, but it is a little bit murderous. If you murder enough stuff, Krampus will come and fuck your shit up. Are we still talking about Don't Starve, or are we going to Binding of Isaac? Like, Krampus is my own boy. I feel like the Binding of Isaac could be like a good game for streaming, maybe. Like, it has a lot of replay value. There we go, we got the bark. Hooray. Right, let's use a gate disc. And let's go and speak to Hatamon. Give him the bark. Let him make his shoes. And then we can call it a day. We really can call it a day because it is now Sunday in England. We've officially passed midnight. Turn this in. I got some rewards. I don't imagine the rewards going to be anything revolutionary. Probably just some money, maybe a piece of equipment. Well done. Quest complete. 120 tamer points. 4,000 bits. That's the most bits they've given me so far. Novice clerk. Seems fine. Please continue to work hard for the Digimon. Fantastic. Right. That is save game. But with that save in mind, it's time to end the stream. Thank you very much everyone for watching. It's been great to have a little raid today. Thank you all for joining in. Hope you enjoyed today's stream, and I hope to see you all back soon. Thank you to our new followers, and if anyone did enjoy today's stream, please do feel free to give that follow button a hit. It does help out very much. Thanks again everyone, and have a good night. Ciao.